Well. Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. All that good shit. My fucking computer started tripping right before I went on. So now I'm doing this from my phone. But it's all good. I can still interact and shit. Mike Herrera, I don't think so, man. You save all your prayers for the sea bitches. Hold on a second, man. This shit is pissing me off. Hold on. Because like I said, when I tried to get on, I don't know what happened. My computer froze up or some shit. I don't know what's going on, but the screen won't come on. Whatever. It's not going to stop us, people. What's going on? Good to see you all here. I see some members up in this bitch. Hold on a second. Let's see if this helps. This helps my struggles. Look at that. All in the fucking. There we go. Sounds better. What's going on, everyone? Gianna being here in a little bit. You know, life happens. What can you do? Those headphones do not help. But he'll be in here in a minute. And we're going to be talking about politicians. Oh, those little bastards that affect our lives in more ways than we would like it to. But they do. So that's why we're going to talk about those shady bastards. Let's see. Already got a healthy crowd in here. Good to see. Fuck all Biden voters. That is too damn funny and too damn true. They did this to us, didn't they? You did this to me. They did this to us, didn't they? They did. You Biden voters did this to us. It's all right. We'll get you back. We'll get you fools back. We'll get you back for what you did come November 2024. Let's hope so. We've seen crazier things happen. We've seen things happen that we didn't think could possibly happen. We went to bed. It was one thing. We woke up the next morning and it was another thing. And that was fucking crazy. So hopefully that shit won't happen again. We'll definitely do our part, I'm sure. Let's see who. Sweet Mama G, how's a beautiful wife and kids? They're great. My son is playing his drum set, and you don't hear it because he got some headphones with it. And my daughter is at soccer practice, and she has a soccer tournament this weekend. So, you know what that means, parents of soccer players? That means travel. That means snacks and food and gas and all that good shit. But we do it for the kids, right? We do it for the kids. Okay, cool. So, you know, whatever. Yo, yeah, Sweet Mom G, it's going to be hot as shit this weekend. I think we're looking at definitely over 100, like 105 or something like that. So, yeah, it's going to be cooking. Fortunately, I think her last game, she has 2 games. I think the last one's over at 3. So we should beat the worst of the heat. That's usually between like 4 and 6 o'clock. King B, he says that's football season for him. Okay, so your son plays football. So yeah, you know how it is, practice and fucking we got to go over here and we got to go over there and the team meetings. And then you got to feed them. Did you guys know you have to feed your children like 3 times a day plus snacks? Well, the snacks aren't etched in stone, but the 3 meals are. You have to feed them every single day at least 3 times. I'm like, damn. And the bigger they get, especially those of you with sons, my son is only 7. He has a healthy appetite. He can eat, but he's not like 13 and up, you know, teenager type appetite yet. So I'm still enjoying these low grocery bills, but I know as soon as he hits 12, 13 and on, it's about to be some serious shit going on in that kitchen. I have to tell him to get a job at like a restaurant or something or a grocery store to help me out. I'm Jake. Howdy, Jericho. Great. What's up, man? How you doing? So how's it going? Good for me. How's it doing for you? Mark Woods, South Louisiana Swamp. Is that where you are? You got them gators out there, boy. Yeah, you can keep those, man. What the fuck? Why are there dinosaurs roaming around on the earth still? You see that shit? Scott Calais, what's up? You see all them damn videos down there? Fucking somebody's in their backyard and a gator comes swimming by, or they're on the golf course and a gator. What? And people are so dumb. They're so dumb. They think, oh, it's walking slow, it's big, it's heavy. It has short arms. We can get close to it. We can fuck around and do stupid shit and take pictures and poke it with the golf club. But then there's this thing that alligators and other big, slow looking creatures, something that they can do. It's called a burst of energy. King B says he has some gators out there. Yeah, I mean, keep all of them. Keep every single one of those gators out there. But they have this thing called a burst of energy. So when you get close, thinking, "Oh, take my picture," next thing you know, that thing moves at, I think it's called lightning speed. You're all fucked up. You're in the death roll. I tell my mom, clear my browser history, and you're fucking dead. I love to see him. I used to watch it with my son. I don't know why we stopped, but we used to watch those migrations of the wildebeest. 2-3 million of those things moving across Africa, following the rain so they can eat the grass and shit. But in Africa, they got these things called rivers, and they get to the river. The first ones to get to the river, they stop. They don't go immediately in the water because they're assessing the situation. And if gators are a problem, crocodiles are even worse. Those like Nile crocodiles and shit. So they're waiting there in the water. They're just swimming around like the crocodile on Hook, the one that swallowed the clock. And they're just, swimming back and forth because they know what's up. They've been doing this for millions of years. They know what's up. This time of year, yep. Let me see, test the wind. Yeah, here they come. They know what's going to happen. So they're swimming back and forth in the water. Stupid wildebeest are lined up there, and the ones that first get there, they stop because they don't want to go in there and get eaten. But the pressure is building behind them. You got millions of wildebeest that got to cross this river, so they're getting pushed from behind. Pretty soon, they got to jump. Where you want to be is the middle of the pack, literally. You want to be in the middle of the pack because if you're on the outside of the pack, you're getting picked off by them big ass crocodiles, them 20-foot dinosaurs. You're getting picked off. You're getting death rolled. You're getting torn into pieces while you're still alive. And they're just getting ripped up, guts and all that. And if you're in the middle, you're protected by all that. All the other ones are getting picked off, and you're good. You're making it across. So we used to watch that shit. My son would just be blown away. We watched that, and then we watched the bull runs in like Pamplona, Spain, and all that shit. Just watch people get ninja starred up in the air and cartwheels in the air, landing on the cobblestone streets, teasing the bulls, harassing the bulls. There are even some where they run out on the beach. You're not even over there. You're suntanning. It's Europe, so you probably got your titties out. Next thing you know, here comes this damn bull tossing people up in the air like it ain't no thing, because it ain't. The only thing that keeps us at the top of the food chain is the gray matter in here. We lose that, we're fucked. We all wake up the next day brain dead. It's over. It's not going to take long for the bears and shit and the mountain lions to realize, oh, they're stupid. They don't have claws, sharp teeth, fur. They don't got shit. We can't do nothing. All we have is our brains. And if that goes, well, we're on the menu. Bottom line. Thumper says, running with the bulls was like Mardi Gras when I was 23. Hey, man. When you were 23, everything was like the fucking Mardi Gras. Am I right? Everything was a party to excess. Damn it. We lost a lot of good men and women at those bars and clubs and shit. Let me tell you. Keith the Hawk says, I love to watch alligators on my plate. They tasty. I never had gators. Out here in California, gators not really something you come across on the menu. But Melissa says, or you can become president if you lose your brain. I don't think he's lost his brain, Melissa. I think his brain is still in there. I just think it's fucking not functioning. It's just like a scoop of Quaker oats. If you, in the morning, you want to stay regular, you need that fiber so you can regularly, just take a scoop of that oatmeal, that Quaker oats, and that's what's inside his head. He didn't lose it. It just doesn't work. And who knows, man? That's probably not even all right. I don't mean to get all tinfoil hat, but is that even possible anymore? John, no, there's no gators out here, man. I never seen any. My whole life out here, never seen it on a menu or in the wilderness. We don't have the swamps and shit for it. But is that Biden? Is that the same Biden? I can't reconcile the two. I can't. You look at him from 10 years ago and you look at him now, that's a different dude. And not just the decline of his brain, because he did have 3 aneurysms and an embolism, people. That brain has been through some shit. All right? That brain has been through some trauma. So is that really him? No bullshit. Everybody right now in the comment section, yes or no, Y or N, do you honestly think that's really him? All bullshit aside, you look at him then, you look at him now, you listen to him then, you listen to him now. You tell me. I don't even know if that's the same dude. I'm seeing some no's up in here. I don't know. And is he cloned? Is it all that shit? It's all on the table. It's all on the table now. All this shit that used to just be in movies and the masks and all that stuff. Hey, anything's possible. This shit is wild out here. He was just in the desert in Arizona talking about the Grand Canyon's the 9th wonder, one of the 9 wonders of the world. I think there's only 7. But he added 2 more. Fuck it, huh? Who's going to stop him? I don't get it, man. Albert Orr, don't worry about it. I was late too. He's out there talking about that it's one of the 9 wonders and we only have 7. Maybe that's just like Barack Obama when he said the 51st state. I thought there were only 50. I've seen a mini American flag, people. I'm a professional American. I'm an American expert. They say you have to do something for 10,000 hours or more to be an expert. I am an expert on being an American. And I thought we only had 50 states. Lil John, what's up? Lil John, yeah! Spun-bearing, he does not know truth. Truth is holy water to a demon to him. Anders Hagberg, what's up, man? He says he is lobotomized by Obama, a.k.a. Mr. Glory. Oh, what do you mean? You act like there's rumors floating around that Obama is part of the alphabet cell, bro. Oh, man. I mean, shit, people. Anything's possible now. Anything's possible. That's probably not even him. Because I tell you what, not only visually, but listening to him talk and how with it he was, how his faculties seem to be firing on all cylinders. And now they seem to be firing on maybe 1 or half of a cylinder, if that's possible. If you cut it in half like the teacup in Alice in Wonderland, maybe he's running on a half a cylinder. But is that the same dude? I don't fucking know. But I know this. I know who's popping that super chat cherry, who's kicking off the generosity. Boy, do I appreciate it. My man, Indo Slam. Pimping is not easy unless you're Indo Slam. Thank you, Indo. It says, yeah, I got to say, FJB for trying to F up Southern Utah with his BS in Arizona over his monument. Well, anyways, glad to catch you live, bro. Keep it up. Hey, thanks for being here. Glad you caught me live. And I promise I'll keep it up. Because as I say, people, you know how it goes. I try to be done with them. I try. They won't fucking let me. I did a video the other day about Wayne Brady coming out as pansexual, and I said at the end, I try to be done with the left, but they keep coming out as pansexual. What the fuck is going on here? Poor Chief E, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Anders Hagberg, when I can't sleep at 3:24 a.m. Oh, it's 3:24 over there? Thanks, man. Glad we can be hanging out with you. While you're dealing with your insomnia. I think that's it, or D-O. I'm gonna say it. That's what I learned in public school. Hi, Jericho. You were in my town recently, Clovis, California. I was. My mom lives there. Clovis is great. Clovis is a nice town. It's clean, nice schools. Got a ton of shopping. Clovis is nice. It just gets a little hot up in that bitch. Get a little hot up in that bitch all the time. Or during the summer. Forerunner, Obama said 57 states. Did he? He said 57 or 51. Brian King B, you mean your boy? Says, what's up with your boy Will I Am? I don't know. He was somewhere giving an interview talking about how his mom, he was raised by his mom. He never knew his dad, and that's where he gets his feminine ways from, and his mannerisms and stuff like that. And he was doing a lot of this, and the way he sits, and he's very proud to be effeminate. He's I'm not gay, I like girls and stuff, but he's like, this is how I am, this is how I talk. Like, and he didn't seem to see anything wrong with the fact that his mother raised him and made him a lady boy. But yeah, that shit is cray. The kids still say that? Fucking I do. We have more generous folk in here, and I appreciate you. Don't let them be the only ones. Don't let them be the 3 musketeers. Let's have 100 musketeers. Ranson Shan, thank you, man. He says, no joke. Our record-setting heat of 123, damn, likely triggered JB's mental lapse. I mean, can you trigger something that never stops, Ranson Shan? Has this mental lapse ever stopped? Maybe it made it worse. Maybe it brought that head full of Quaker oats to a boil. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe his Quaker Oats oatmeal was boiling, and that's what made him say that the Grand Canyon is one of the 9 wonders of the world. But he always says crazy shit like that. He makes his living off of saying crazy ass shit like that. He don't care. 9 wonders, 10 wonders. What's the truth to him? He's never known it, so why learn that shit now? LDS, German Shepherd boy, I thank you as well. I don't know why Brandon's visiting Utah and R+10 state. Probably visiting our piece of shit governor. He's there for a reason. He's not just there to take in the sights because he just came off a vacation. So I assume he's back to work now. When you're on vacation and then you're making official appearances, I think that means he's done with vacation for now. That fool sure can take some time off, can he? And I don't care. You know, I know presidents take vacations. I know they take time off. I get that. Camp David and all that shit. I know. But damn. He spent a big percentage of his time. I think it's over a year of his time or something like that. Don't quote me. But it's a huge chunk of his time in office that has been spent on vacation. And somehow, I don't think a Sloppy Joe does working vacations. I don't think he turns on the laptop and puts on his bifocals and gets shit done. I think he's just laying on a beach chair, on a lounge chair on the beach, and the Secret Service, they come by and turn him over every couple hours so he doesn't burn. That's what I think. Am I wrong? Do you think Sloppy Joe is getting shit done on vacation? Scott Calais, thank you. Do it for us one time, JG. Hey, this isn't the mall. I'll tell you what it is, though. It's one of the 12 wonders of the world, the Grand Chasm. Valley. No. Wait a minute. There's a 9-year-old due southwest. Approximately 4'6", 60 pounds. I'll be right back. Boy, he got a nose on him, doesn't he? Got a nose like a dadgum hound dog. That boy can find anything. You put a strand of fucking kid's hair, he'll track it. Damn! I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. You know it's true. You know that shit's true. Look at all these people just jumping on the generosity train. Chew, fucking chew. Spunbang65, appreciate you, man. He says McConnell drank that Safe Post Norfolk Southern infused Ohio River water, and wham, 365-day vacation for Biden. You know what, man? That was really sad to watch, man. That poor bastard, Mitch McConnell, when he rebooted in front of the world, that shit was crazy. And what was even more crazy is later that day. I'm trying to open my computer. Later that day, he comes back to wherever that was in D.C. or on the Capitol building, whatever. He comes back, and the guy's like, "So, you think you're fully fit?" He asked him, "Are you fully fit to do your job?" Homeboy was like, "Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to switch over to my computer now. Okay, hold on, kids. Stay with me, man." There we go. Something happened to old Mitch, and he's up there in age, the same age as Biden. He's 81. He's not a sprang chicken no more. So it might be time for old Mitch to step down. And Mitch, don't you dare go alone. There are plenty of people for you to take with you when you leave here. Oh man, and the the other day when he's doing some kind of speech or something like that, and people started chanting, "Retire, retire." I mean, loud. They weren't at the back of the room where you could barely hear him, where he was able to go on with this speech without anybody noticing. I'm talking chanting loudly. Retire, retire. You're having trouble hearing Mitch speak. They're chanting so loud, and he just completely ignored them. I don't know if his bell tone wasn't turned up all the way, or if he was just plowing through. I'm Mitch McConnell. I'm not going to stop. Once I start a speech, I don't stop. And if you know what a bell tone is, you at least know. So that shit was sad. But politicians, that's what they do. They might be the only members of our society who fail upward. Now, I know down here in the private sector where we live, where we make our bread, down here, if you don't perform, you got to go, whether you own the business or not. How about that? How about that? Not just if you work for somebody and they pull you into the office, hey, you're fucking up, you got to go. No, if you run the business and you're fucking up, you're not doing well, you're not delivering a good product, you're not delivering the product on time to your clients, peace out. You ain't going to have no more clients, and your business will evaporate. But in politics, when you're a politician,
hey, man, we noticed you really been fucking up. You've been deceiving the people. You've been laundering money. You've been doing business with overseas entities. We got a new office for you, man. You're moving upstairs. Scott Calais, he brought something to my attention that really burned my biscuits. He says 212 up in here and only 61 thumbs up. How dare you? How dare you? Smash that like button, people. Make it part of your routine. When you come in here, before you get comfortable, hit that thumbs up. Sit your ass down. Okay, check something out. Make sure I got them all out of the way here. I do. And don't you worry, we will get to your super chats in a few minutes, but it's time to get this bitch started. My man, Gian. What up, yo?
Yeah. Man, what an amazing, incredible, fucking ridiculous 2 hours this has just been. Uh, I'm not even gonna get started, bro. But I'm here. That's the important thing. Is that
Hey, that's all that matters. Everything else is water under the bridge.
Yeah, I absolutely, positively could not miss this at all. So let's get. How long have we been going on for so far?
26 minutes.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's very long for me to stay away from you guys. I am so sad right now.
So fucking sound right now.
Yeah, like I blame mom, bro.
Dude, fucking bitch.
Yeah. See, you're always the reason why I'm late, mom.
Yeah, you fucking suck, lady. Fuck you.
Do better. You know what I mean?
Do better with your life, dude. Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we're this is gonna be a good one. This is definitely gonna be a good one. So,
it's always.
But since we already been on for 26 minutes, we're gonna have to be a little pressed on time and get through these as fast as we possibly can. So everyone who is there hanging on, you are in for a ride.
So strap in or strap on. Which one is it? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely strap on. Like if I had to choose,
strap it on and strap it in. Zip it up and zip it out.
Zip it out, yeah. Oh God.
How you been, man? How's the last 2 weeks been for you?
Oh, busy, man. I've been busy getting the Facts Only YouTube page together, and it's coming along fantastic. Like I am so proud of myself for staying up till 4 or 5 in the morning, trying to do so much for you guys.
Right, man.
Yeah, check it out. I actually pinned it in the description below because sometimes I get people that do ask me about it, and I'm like, well, I want to keep it a little separate from what I'm doing, but it's there. So check it out. I mean, it's kind of like familiar, I would say. If you're interested in daily news, things that are breaking down, facts in terms of politics. So we're kind of breaking down the media's lies and actually showing the facts there. If you're interested in that stuff, and if you have a short attention span, it's also pretty good for you there because a lot of people just they tune in and tune out.
The attention span of a gnat. Yeah, you got to get people because there's so many options now. We live in. You can see it on your TV. You got 58,000 channels and everything ever filmed on them. So you got to grab people's attention, give it to them, let them go. Just like the way what is it? Lions fuck for like 30 seconds 100 times a day or something. Just get on it and get off of it. That's what we got to do.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting too because it's like that's so many people's lives is sex, and it's like lions. They're just kind of like, all right, let's go. And then
I'll give you, I'm gonna give you a great 30 seckons, girl. You're gonna blow your damn mind.
They're not fixated on it. They don't go out to clubs and bars and they're like, man, you know what I mean? It's just, are we doing this or what? Let's go. 30 seconds.
Clubs and bars, no, thank you. I'm so glad that I'm finished with those days. I'm so glad that they are far behind me. I feel bad for people who are still out there in the meat market. But respect to you if you're doing it old school. If you're going out and actually meeting human women, hey, that's a lost art. So
human.
Keep it up. Yeah, if you're meeting other human beings in the real world,
Birthing
Yeah,
people.
yeah, real like actual birthing people, then
Yeah.
dude, you're a dying breed. You really
It's
are.
so hot, honestly. Between me and you, like someone who births people.
But we all can though.
Yeah, I know. You're not
we can
special.
all be birthing people. You just have to be a person, and then you can have a baby. But hey, shut up, women. But I'm a woman. Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah,
We can
not special.
all do everything.
Eeny,
So,
meeny,
yeah, yeah.
meeny. Oh my god! Imagine that 24/7.
Not even that's
Babe,
not even a word.
babe, did you get the groceries? All right.
Yeah, the dog's fucking.
Duh.
Fuck.
Oh shit! All
Fuck.
right, all right.
Let's
Let's
go.
get into
And
this.
fuckery 5, and what a story we're starting with. I saw this today. I didn't know what it was about. I just saw the footage of what happened, but there's some crazy shit. Ecuador presidential candidate Fernando Villavicencio
Vicencio. Via
Villavicencio
Vicencio. Yeah.
Fernando Villavicencio
See,
assassinated at campaign event. Report. People, we got it good, okay? This shit don't happen here. This shit happens all the time in places like this. Oy vey. Let's see if it's going to show the
I think that's something else.
assassination. Oh yeah, that's somebody getting their shit broken into. It's a situation where somebody needs to exercise their Second Amendment rights. Man, Ecuadorian presidential candidate Fernando Villavicencio was killed in an armed attack at a campaign rally in the capital, according to the country's president Guillermo Lasso and local media reports. Lasso confirmed the killing of Villavicencio on social media Wednesday, outraged and shocked by the assassination of presidential candidate Fernando Villavicencio. By my solidarity and condolences to his wife and daughters, Lasso wrote in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter. Why do they keep saying that? Formerly known as Twitter. We know. It's almost like they're taking a jab. The president continued, vowing the crime would not go unpunished. For his memory and his fight, I assure you that this crime will not remain unpunished. Lasso added, organized crime has gone very far, but all the weight of the law will fall on them. Local media reported that Villavicencio, a former lawmaker who had been polling at 7.5% voting intention, had been shot at a campaign event in Quito. Ecuador's Attorney General's office later reported that one suspect died in custody from wounds sustained in a firefight after the assassination, and police detained 6 other people. Social media videos from the campaign show Villavicencio being brought out and ushered to an awaiting car before gunshots are repeatedly heard. So I think let me check something out real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna check and see if I shared this in my stories on the gram. The Grizzam. So let me see. Because I saw the assassination. Somebody posted, I'm sure a bunch of people posted, but somebody posted it, and you don't see anything, like there's no blood or nothing like that, but you see them putting the dude in the car, and then boom, 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 and you don't really see him. Like I said, you don't see him get hit or anything like that, but it was right after they sat him in the car, so it's probably on the other side of the car, on the driver's side. No, I didn't post it on there. Damn it! But it's probably on the driver's side because he's getting it on the passenger side, and then you just hear the gunshots, boom, 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 and that's it. It was a bunch of them, like 10 shots or more. They wanted to make sure that they got him, of course. But let me ask you guys something. Does anything sound familiar here? Just think. This part right here. Ecuador's Attorney General's office later reported that one suspect died in custody from wounds sustained in a firefight after the assassination, and the police detained 6 other people. Now, has there been an incident in, recent American history, the last, let's see, will that be 60 years? I think 60 years ago this year. Kennedy, he died in 63, right? November of 63.
I knew you were going there because I thought the same thing.
Yeah. So he gets shot by Lee Harvey Oswald, allegedly. Lee Harvey Oswald is found in a movie theater a couple hours later. They're transporting him from a vehicle into a building, and then he gets shot by Jack Ruby, who, by what they tell us, is an extremely patriotic club owner. He just heard of the assassination, got pissed off, and went down there and whacked Lee Harvey Oswald, who just shot John F. Kennedy, the sitting president of the United States of America. And he gets shot a couple hours later. So Ecuador, this presidential race is coming up, and one of the candidates gets killed. So what did he know? He's a candidate. He's not in office. He can't do anything. But he gets assassinated. It's out of a movie. The guy in office, the incumbent, is, I vow that this will not go unpunished, and these people will be brought in the full weight of the law. Well, I don't know how heavy the weight of your law is if they just blasted this fool. So I don't know. Did the sitting president of Ecuador, have something to do with it? Again, it's all on the table, people. All the people are like, I'm scared to bring it to the table because it sounds so crazy. Bring that shit to the table because everything is on it. Anything is possible. What do I think? I think this is a repeat of some JFK shit. They took this dude out. They ain't gonna do nothing. And then apparently the shooter, or at least one of the suspects, he's already gone. So he's probably the dude who pulled the trigger. He's already out of here. And they detained 6 others. Don't be surprised if they all meet the same end. Don't be surprised if the Ecuadorian government is down there Googling Jeffrey Epstein death. And they're like, how'd they do that? Okay, so we cut the cameras. We send the guards on lunch. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens too.
Yeah, this is very reminiscent of JFK in the sense of, I mean, you don't have to be born in the 60s or before that to have read and understood some of the narratives and stuff that's out there. But to keep it simple is JFK, if you listen to his speeches, if you understand some of the moves he made behind the scenes, and one of the main things that stands out to me, which actually I was hearing about the other day, was he was trying to put a stop to these nuclear weapons that Israel had. And he was trying to monitor this nuclear plant that they had. And I guess it would be prime minister. I'm not sure how it is over there, but I think it was like prime minister or whatever of Israel at the time. He resigned because he didn't want to be a part of giving JFK the okay. So there was this whole thing about that because obviously they weren't supposed to have these nuclear weapons. And next thing JFK ends up getting assassinated. Now, when you look into the deeper things about it surrounding JFK, it's a lot more to it than just some guy named Lee Harvey Oswald went and shot him because he didn't like him. That would probably be the narrative out there. Even Lee Harvey Oswald, there's stuff there that he was a fall guy. So, anyways, I bring this up to say when you look at a scenario like this, especially when it comes to anyone being assassinated, people don't just assassinate people for no reason. It's what I mean. It like not even really in gangs. Even when it comes to gangs, and they say, "Hey, we want you to go out and kill somebody." It's an initiation. So it's not just no reason. There is reasons behind it. So apparently, from what I saw with this guy, is that he was the conservative candidate, which of course there's an attack on conservatives and conservatism because they want progressive and liberal changes throughout every state, every country, every government. This is what they want, and apparently, I haven't looked into the guy too much, but he's completely against all of that. So I guess you can say maybe he's an equivalent to America's Trump, at least openly, something like that. And they killed this guy. So now who's going to be the guy that comes in and goes against all of those radical agendas. I don't know. I don't know who Ecuador has,
Nobody.
but I mean, this is obviously a well planned. I don't really want to say well planned, but it was a planned hit against this candidate for sure. So I think that's where the fuckery comes in. Is that I believe a lot of people I still hear, trust the plan and there's people working behind the scenes. I don't think there are. I really don't. I don't think there's. I think we are the people that are working behind the scenes, because we're the average everyday people or person or citizens that are paying attention to the politics of things and what's going on. But this stuff is actually really happening. It's not happening. So for the people that keep going along with the whole, there's a plan and there's white hats and all this other shit, I just don't agree with that narrative. There's a lot of this stuff happens and goes on, and I don't think a lot of people really know about it because they don't really pay attention to it. But this, I mean, if it wasn't for the people that were actually there, as in us, the people on the ground, we wouldn't know about it.
Yeah, that's very true, man.
I haven't seen the media shine a light on this at all.
Mm-hmm. And that's a big deal. Candidate to be a leader of a country gets killed. That's a big deal. That's definitely newsworthy. But they rather highlight the story of Sam Smith getting his butthole bleached. That's breaking news. Not some potential world leader getting capped in front of everybody. In front of everybody, this dude gets done up. So yeah, it's crazy, man. And I definitely believe, and I'm sure most people will agree, that the assassination of JFK, that was that generation's 9/11. That was their moment in history. Like, what happened? That's just crazy to think a U.S. president. Yes, it happened to Lincoln and others in the past, but in modern times, for an American president to be assassinated is just unreal. It's unimaginable, but for some, they don't have to imagine it. They lived through that shit. My mom, she was a little kid. I think she was in third grade when JFK got killed. She remembers everybody going home, and same thing with 9/11. Everything's canceled. Everybody go home. It's all over the news. I remember 9/11. Every radio station, it didn't matter what they played. It didn't matter talk radio, country music, rap. It didn't matter. That's all everybody was talking about. They were blowing through commercial breaks because it's for something like that to happen, and it's dry new corn nuts. That just wasn't flying. They were just talking right through it. It was fucking crazy. And that's that generation's 9/11 is the assassination of JFK. And for these people too, I'm sure now, and these Ecuadorian people are going to look at this as, remember when, where were you when Fernando Villavicencio got blasted and the sitting president said, I will not rest until, yeah, right, you're already resting. But this one right here, let's take it around the globe. Let's keep globe trotting, shall we? Now let's make our way down to South Africa. Forsted, what are you doing? I'm making sure I'm not standing on any plastic. Oh, what movie is that? Comment section. Diplomatic immunity. I won't say it till somebody puts it in the comments. But it is a movie that with South Africans in it. You kefa lover. Oh, man. You kefa lover. So, South Africa. What a fucked up place to be if you're a white person. There you go, Jennifer Norwood. Lethal Weapon 2. That's right. But you're black. So, South African political leaders, what a fucking segue. South African political leader calls for violence against white citizens at a rally. Kill the Boer, the farmer. And I think Boer is their term for white people. Rival politician John Steenhuisen condemned Malema as a bloodthirsty tyrant, calling for the mass murder. That is some sick shit. South African political leader Julius Malema led racially violent chants at a massive rally on Saturday. Think about this, people. A political leader in America leading a racially violent chant. Wow. Malema, who is the leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters Party, sang the genocidal anti-apartheid struggle song Kill the Boer, the Farmer, referring to the white descendants of Dutch settlers or Boers in South Africa. The Economic Freedom Fighters has emerged as one of the preeminent powers in South African politics after the end of the apartheid regime. Malema was originally a youth leader in the African National Congress, which was famous for being led by South Africa's first black leader, Nelson Mandela. And he's not who we thought he was either. Malema faced backlash for his call for violence against white South Africans. John Steenhuisen, the leader of South Africa's biggest opposition party, the Democratic Alliance, condemned Malema on Monday, warning, "This is a man who is determined to ignite civil war." He later noted that Malema is a bloodthirsty tyrant, calling for mass murder. He also claimed the DA, the Democratic Alliance, will file a complaint against Malema with the UN Human Rights Council, which you know won't go anywhere because the UN ain't shit. So this is a video of what the chant this dude was leading. Wow.
Alliance shoot to kill. Kamaza. Kill the poor, the farmer. Kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa.
It's a reggae song.
Attention.
What the fuck was that? He is leading a chant to kill SNL skit with Eddie Murphy. And he plays this Jamaican band leader, and they sing a song called "Kill the White People," and that was funny. That was a skit here. This ain't no skit.
Mm-hmm.
While the EFF is a relatively new party, it appears to be rising in popularity. That was a damn soccer stadium full of people. The Liberal DA, which has traditionally appealed to a largely white electorate, is polling to win about 16% of the vote. The Agence France Press, blah, blah, blah. The militant EFF, which advocates for reforms to increase land ownership among Black South Africans, is polling at around 13%. He has been repeatedly accused of hate speech. He's been dragged to court by civil rights group AfriForum after the organization filed a complaint to have the two songs Dubul Ib Hunu, Shoot the Boer. Damn. That's basically shoot the white people. And Biza, a Fire Brigade, call the Fire Brigade, declared hate speech and unfair discrimination, the BBC reported. At a similar rally in 2019, Malema declared he would be willing to destroy the political system in order to ensure equality. Watch those words. Equality, equity. White people, all we want is to join you at the dinner table and eat with you, he said to thousands of followers at Soweto's Orlando Stadium. If you do not want us to sit with you at the table, then we have no choice but to destroy the table. Well, that's a wild motherfucker right there. We might next time we do politicians, we might read about his ass getting taken out if he's getting too rowdy. No bullshit. But okay, imagine imagine a black politician, and is it too far-fetched in today's climate? Is it? Imagine a black politician here in America chanting, "Kill the white people, kill them, shoot them, ba ba ba, shoot them." And if you don't give it, we want to eat at the table with you, white folks. And if you don't give us a seat at the table, we're going to destroy the table. We're going to kill you. Kill the white people. He's chanting songs called "Kill the White People" here in America. Imagine that shit. That's not too far-fetched. I bet you if a politician got up there, it was running for office, Congress, Senate, mayor, it doesn't matter, president even, and he said, he's chanting "Kill the white people," and all these black people are singing the song with him, what would happen to him? Probably nothing. Or he'd get a little heat, a little backlash. That's it. Nothing would happen to him. And then, in killing the farmers, we're not talking, and killing anybody for something that wasn't their fault is fucking ridiculous. And that's such a childish way to think of things. And we have that here in America. Oh, you did this. This happened a long time ago. Gimme. You owe me this. You owe me that. Even though they didn't even live through it. But there are a lot of Africans still alive who lived through apartheid. But this is saying our violence is justified. There's something that we want, and if you don't give it to us, we're going to kill you and take it. And we're not talking them going in and shooting these farmers. We're talking like, and I'm sure some instances they were shot, but we're talking torture. I heard a story from Chris. Shout out to Chris on the Classic Metal Show and Neely. Story where they broke into a farmer's house. It was a husband and wife, a couple kids. Of course, they were brutally sexually assaulted. I'm not even going to tell you how they killed one of the children that was a baby. And we're talking, there were dismemberments going on, crazy, barbaric, savage shit. Anger. You know, you watch these murder mysteries and stuff, First 48 or maybe a TV show. And when it's very brutal and very violent, just extreme, like look at the O.J. Simpson trial. Nicole Brown's head was almost cut completely off. When it's that savage, it's personal. The person was very angry. And I can understand anger, but for you to direct it at regular, everyday white folks, they're not going to these corporate headquarters and dragging out these fat cats in 3-piece suits. We're talking basically like going door to door in a regular neighborhood and murdering a white family. That can't be okay to anybody, black, white, whatever. We got to draw the line. We have to have a baseline here. And breaking into people's homes and murdering them has to be a no-no across the board. But there is a political faction over there, obviously, who sees no problem in front of a stadium, a soccer stadium full of people singing "Kill the Boer," bang, 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 brrr, like, guys, we got it fucking good here. Get him, Gian.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in this that I could attack. So let me just go off the top of my head from the stuff I remember. So Nelson Mandela, you said it perfectly. Nelson Mandela, just like Martin Luther King and a couple of these others that they put in front of us, are not who we have grown up to hear the narrative surrounding them that we thought that they were. Nelson Mandela, along with Martin Luther King, a lot of these people in the civil rights movements here in America, they were all backed by a group of people that rhymes with clues. So hopefully you're following me there. Why is this a problem and why is this an issue? Because they've worked behind the scenes to push if you want to call it little revolutions in these different countries. We see people like George Soros doing that here, trying to, for a lack of a better term, I guess, overtake the government in certain ways. But with all that being said, is that Nelson Mandela was funded and backed by them. And he was a prominent figure there in South Africa. And I just kind of found some more information about this the other day, but they were basically saying the exact same thing that this man is saying about doing what, he said to do to white people and farmers. So what I'm seeing no change. I'm seeing that this is still going on from back then to now, and the same people are behind it. I mean, what is it? Freedom fighters.
Mm-hmm.
That almost sounds like World Economic Forum. It might as well be the same people. With Black Lives Matter and all this stuff, like he's over here saying, we want to sit at the table with white people, and if we can't, then we'll just destroy the table. That's fucking insanity, number one. But then number two is just build your own table. I don't understand the logic in that. If not, look, there was really good things about segregation. There were really good things about that. Once we got integrated, this is when a lot of stuff just became a disaster within cultures and all this. That's not to say, that, there's not good things about it, but there was segregation in South Africa at a point. We're talking about like apartheid and all that stuff. And there were good things about that. So now what we're seeing, like just going off of this story, is really, really bad things. Now it's, if we can't sit with you, we're going to kill you. That's not a good thing about integration. That's
Mhm.
not a good thing, because now you're clashing cultures, you're clashing groups of people, and unfortunately, we have literal Africans that are being, there's puppeteers behind them. They're puppets to push this crap that, that this man is saying, and unfortunately, people are following him. This is,
Yeah.
once you have that kind of that pro like black stuff going on, now white people become the enemy. But these same people, like this politician, he's still, somebody's in his ear telling him this, and they're not white. They're that group that rhymes with clues. And I mean, you can look all this stuff up; it's there, and I guarantee you, he's being backed and funded by them. I haven't looked into it myself, but looking at the rhetoric that he's spewing, it's exactly what it seems like to me. It's the same thing that we've seen before, especially there in South Africa.
Yeah, agreed, man. And there, like you said, there were good things that came from segregation, and I know that's what segregation, that was all bad. Nothing is all and every. Black business disappeared when segregation was an act, or was when they got rid of segregation, because in segregation you basically had two different worlds, and everything inside of those worlds to function: schools, restaurants, tailors, laundromats, butchers, grocery stores, bus lines. Like, there were entire bus lines owned by black people, and they didn't just service black people, they serviced white people too. But they, everything, like I said, everything inside that world that they needed to function, they had. But when they started chasing, or once segregation was done away with, and that white dollar looked better than the black dollar, then everything got all messed up. So segregation wasn't all bad, just like the civil rights movement wasn't all good. That's when the government came in and started saying, well, hey, check out this welfare. They chase that man out of the house, keep having these babies, I'll keep paying you. How has that worked out for us? And before we move on, I see somebody here in the comments, Markel, excuse me if I'm saying that wrong. He says, what have they done for them to say that? Stealing their resources for years. Yes, that is true, but that was the government doing that. We're talking about everyday average white South Africans being slaughtered in their homes. They're not going to these government buildings. They're not going after the FW, the clerks of the world who were in charge when this shit happened. They're taking their anger out, just like here in America. Maybe not, well, in some cases, yeah, but maybe not on such a national level like in South Africa. But you have people taking out their anger on white people for some shit that they didn't do. If you think all white people or most white people own slaves in America, then you haven't read shit. Whatever you're plugged into, whatever matrix thing is lodged into your port in the back of your head, you need to disconnect that shit, because that's not what happened. So apartheid was terrible. I've seen the images of them bulldozing entire towns because they were black. That was horrible. That's the bad side of it. But to now take that out on people who didn't do it to you is wrong. Those people didn't have the power to enact those policies. That was a government thing that happened. Same here in America. That systemic racism that the left just dreams about every night, that happened, but it's not happening anymore. The government doesn't operate like that anymore. At least they don't do that out in the open. You know, we don't have 100,000 Ku Klux Klan members marching down Pennsylvania Avenue these days, so it's changed. So
Let me add something too. Is that, one thing I noticed is they keep bringing up racism. It's like what Morgan Freeman said when he was interviewed. He said, how do we deal with it? How do we stop it? And he said, stop talking about it. And the thing is, they encourage racism by keep bringing up racism. Like, it's almost like they keep saying, oh, the LGBTQ community keeps getting attacked. I wonder why, if they really are. I wonder why. Because you keep on going after kids. You keep on pushing this shit in all of the movies, all the music, all the TV. That's why. So you keep bringing it up and pushing it out there, and people don't accept it. And they know people don't accept this stuff. They know that, look, having a little racism is probably fantastic. I do it every time I'm working security. I have to be a little racist. You want to know why? Because that dude that's going in there with all the tattoos all over his face and all that, baggy clothes, looks like a gangbanger. That's the guy I need to watch. So it's like, duh. You know, whether you want to call it racism, stereotype, I don't care, whatever you want to call it. But the point is that that's always going to be there, because I think we all logically know, you know, if we feel like we may be endangered, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And so with all this stuff that's going on, you know, I mean, I don't even feel safe. I wouldn't even feel safe going to South Africa, you know, if I'm around that. And I'm black. So it's like, it has nothing to do really with race, man. It just has to do with, you know, the mind and mentality that we have, and we can see when we may be potentially endangered by, you know, certain people or the certain rhetoric that they spew. And this seems to be just one of those cases. Like, it doesn't matter, man. Black people aren't safe in Africa either. They get robbed and killed out there.
Hell yeah. Nobody's harder on an African than another African. That's who's killing each other. That's who's riding through their shanty towns, chopping up arms with machetes and shit. It ain't truck full of fucking white people doing that shit. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But to see that dude chanting those songs, man, to a soccer stadium full of people, it's so crazy to my American eyes. It really is. But I'll tell you what's not crazy, Gian. This young lady right here. Salty New Yorican. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Jung Yu Jung. You know I had to bring Jung Yu Jung back into this.
Jung Yu Jung is always here. It never leaves. And another one. Leonard S. Thank you. Thank you, man. He says, we will become South Africa if conservatives do not win elections. We must ensure election integrity. This will not happen without hard work. For sure. Educate yourselves. Who's voting? What are they going to push when they get in there? All that kind of shit. We have to be informed, and we could very easily become South Africa. Hell yeah. So easy.
Worse, we could become China.
Yeah.
So there's that.
You could always be China. It could always
don't
be
forget. Don't forget, it's called the Chinese Communist Party for a reason.
That's right.
There's that.
I like when they call it the People's Republic of China.
Yeah. What people? All the slaves? They're all slaves over there.
Yeah, the people. What people?
You people.
You people. Damn, South Africa. You are fucking up.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. Yeah, poor Fernando.
Spunbearing 65 said, "Communist already." I will correct you on that. We are not communists. We actually have communists in our government. That's the problem.
Yes.
So when we get them out, you know, and it may not even be done through voting. It may just literally be through exposing who these people are and what they're really about. But once that happens, then you know, we can actually start to get our republic back. But until then, you need to know who the enemy is.
Okay.
I'm reloaded.
Do you have can you pull this up? Because I gotta go fill up my water.
I don't know, because I can't share the screen.
No, I'll share it. But I'm just saying so you can read it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just until I return. I'll wait till you get it pulled up though.
I got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Fucking Illinois. I was reading about this earlier.
All right, so you want me to read it to the audience so they are up to date?
Yeah, please.
All right, cool.
And I will be right back.
All right, I'll wait for you to do your thing, then I'll. All right, guys. All right. So, this is July 31st. So I actually knew about this a little while ago. But if you guys are not familiar with this scumbag, he's another one that rhymes with clues. So this explains a lot, especially with what's going on with the border. So Illinois governor allows non-U.S. citizens to become police officers with new law. So if that already doesn't grind your gears, let's hear the rest of this. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, Democrat, signed a bill into law that allows non-U.S. citizens to become police officers in the state. angering critics who slam the idea of foreigners arresting American citizens as a fundamentally bad idea, which of course it is. But if you can get people who are not from here to go against people who are from here, it makes it a lot easier for these people that are in quote unquote power. Illinois House Bill 3751 will no longer require U.S. citizenship as a qualification to become a police officer in the state. The bill was signed by the Democrat governor on Friday and will go into effect on January 1st, 2024, despite facing heavy opposition from GOP lawmakers and prominent police groups. The bill provides that an individual who is not a citizen but is legally authorized to work in the United States under federal law is authorized to apply for the position of police officer. That is fucking ridiculous, but let's finish this up. Subject to all requirements and limitations other than citizenship, to which other applicants are subject, HB 3751 reads, adding that non US citizens must be able to obtain, carry, purchase, or otherwise possess a firearm under federal law to apply for the job. That doesn't even make any sense because if you're illegal, I mean, it's like you can't get any of that anyway. At least I would think so. Because as far as I know, in California, they just give illegals California IDs for some reason. Um, so it's almost like a step further in making them legal. Immigrants who remain in the country under the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, the DACA Act, are also entitled to apply for a position to join law enforcement, the bill states. This is so ridiculous. I'm going to go in on this in a minute. Federal law currently forbids non US citizens to serve as police officers and deputies. Illinois Rep. Mary Miller, a Republican, voiced her outrage over the new law on Twitter over the weekend, well, which is X now, writing that no sane state would allow for. Yeah, so she's the sane one here. No sane state would allow foreign nationals to arrest their citizens. And that is literally all you really need to know right there. Like, that's pretty much where it ends. But to wrap this up right here, it says at 5 p.m. yesterday, this is Mary Miller. When no one was paying attention, Pritzker signed a bill to allow illegal immigrants to become police officers, giving non citizens the power to arrest citizens in our state, she tweeted. No sane state would allow foreign nationals to arrest their citizens. This is madness. Um, and I agree with that 100%. Now, there's a little bit more. There's Lauren Boebert. She's saying some stuff about it too, but it doesn't matter. I think everything was already said that needed to be said. So, one of the things, though, I want to highlight here is literally what she said is that no sane state would allow foreign nationals to arrest their citizens. So imagine, I mean, because we know that the southern border is pretty much overran, and they just keep on busing and sending in more illegal immigrants almost every day at this point. So imagine one of those people that are not supposed to be here, like they have no no visa to work. There's no nothing. They're just not supposed to be in America at all. Imagine one of those people coming here, going through the police academy, whatever they got to do to become. I mean, because I guess they made it easier for them in Illinois or in Chicago. Um, because I believe, yeah, I think he's the governor. But anyways, so they go there, they become a police officer. They're able to arrest you. They're able to ask for your license and registration, even though they don't have one. They're able to do pretty much whatever they want uh, with their capabilities of being a law enforcement officer to you, an American citizen. That says a lot, actually, already, because these aren't people that are coming from, let's say, European countries. These are people that are coming from southern countries. So could be, Argentina, could be Mexico, could be wherever, Salvador, wherever. All of these other places that have nothing to do with America. That to me is one of the most insane, I think, bills. But I'm not surprised. But one of the most insane bills that I've seen so far. other than what's going on in California, because I just did a live on that yesterday. But this though, I think this wakes people up to what exactly the plan is with these illegals. They're just integrating. We just talked about this. We talked about integration and segregation. They are integrating illegals, not because we've already integrated here. So black people have already integrated here, Asians, all these other people have already integrated here. Now you have people that are literally not from here at all, no paperwork, are integrating into our country, and now under people like Pritzker, who's allowing this stuff, who, don't forget, he's part of a group that rhymes with clues, so it makes sense.
What? Get out of here.
Yeah, could it be? So what they're doing is they're allowing people who are not legally even citizens in this country to arrest legal citizens in this country. Does that make sense? Like, can I go to Japan and just be like, all right, you're under arrest?
You're under arrest, fool. What?
Yeah. Hey, fool. Hey, like, hey, what's up, dog? Like, I just want to let you know, fool. Like, why I stopped you, dog, is because like your tail light.
Hey, you're busted, fool. You're
Yeah,
busted.
Hey, fool. Like, I'm cool on the weed, fool, but like you were going a little too fast. That's it.
What? Could you imagine that as an American citizen? Do you know why I pulled you over today? I am the captain now. What?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Was I speeding? No, it's because you're white.
It's because you are white and you remind me of the South African white people.
Yeah,
Bruh.
you are the boa. You are the boma and the fama. No.
I'm an American snob. I'm an American bougie. You don't. If you're not an American citizen, and it talks about how, well, they could have a working visa and a green card,
Right.
and they're legal to carry a gun, and they're in the process. If you haven't completed the process and you are not an American citizen, you can fuck off being a cop. What are you talking about? Take that tinfoil hat and throw that shit in the trash. Because you have a state in the United States of America that now says you don't have to be a citizen to police us. Yes, you do. You do have to be a citizen to police us. You need to finish the process because you need to have the proper mindset. You need to work for it and earn it so you have pride in America. You're not just in America, you're an American. You're one of us. So therefore, you may police us. But if you haven't finished the process, fuck you. What do you mean? I don't want nobody to know thick. Hey, my friend, do you know why we are here today? No, get out of here. What the fuck? Bro, I said this before. Go ahead, man.
I was just going to say that these people don't even know the law. They don't even know the laws of this. I can't go to Mexico and police nobody. I don't know the fucking laws out there. Matter of fact, it's probably lawless any fucking way. But
Dude.
the point is that you have to, just like when you're getting citizenship of America, there's a whole list of things that they tell you. Like you have to, you have to know, you have to study, right? To understand kind of like what you're getting yourself into by being a citizen here. How the hell are you illegal skipping all of that and then going, yeah, you know why I pulled you over? Like, no, it's impossible. That's not something that is. It's very unconstitutional. We'll just put it that way. Very, very unconstitutional. The fact that you're just overriding the Constitution.
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. Aaron M says, "Sir, you were doing 65 kilometers in a 55. What the fuck? Fuck that kilometer shit. I don't even look at that part of my speedometer." But they're gonna. It's in. Spun said Chicago, and that made me think they're probably trying this in Illinois because Chicago is going to be the petri dish for this. Chicago is going to probably have an all-foreign police force. Maybe they want a bunch of officers who maybe don't have that American connection to these people, and they need somebody who's a bit disconnected to give those savages what they need. I don't know, but that feels weird. That's off-putting. That's un-American. It's unpatriotic. It's a lot of things. It's too much. What are you talking about? That it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever to have somebody who's not a full citizen of this country police the members, the citizens of this country. That is just is crazy.
I want to say something before we move on though, real quick. Is that when it comes to this, I actually heard something about this a while ago. Somebody who was, I guess, pretty high up within, government intel and all that, was saying that one of the reasons why they push for these illegals to be able to be in these types of positions is because it makes it a lot easier for them to take out Americans because they're not Americans.
Exactly.
And that's a big problem because we can only see that the people who are pushing for this are not American. They're un-American. Pritzker, I can guarantee you, he has dual citizenship to another place that we know. Can guarantee you that. So
there's got to be certain things that are non-negotiable.
Yeah, and Pritzker, I mean, his family owns the Hyatt. They're very, very wealthy. Clues people. They're very, very wealthy. So you get in this position, and don't forget too, his brother / sister is also trans. So they got a lot of that going on within their family. A lot of that delusion. That their whole family and stuff is all screwed up. They're all part of some evil shit. And the fact that I see, this, and I see this being pushed, I don't know how this dude is even has been voted in as many times as he has, but I'll tell you this right now: his intentions are not good, especially with seeing this push forward. America is getting more un-American every day.
Yep,
every day, and what we have to do as the regular everyday people who are looking and paying attention to this stuff is ask that question as to why. Who are the people that are continuing to make it less and less American? Who are the people that keep getting and eroding our values and traditions? Because these people are not American at all. And if they quote unquote say they are, they definitely are not sharing America's values and interests.
No, not even close, man. This is like I heard this idea floated a few years back, having UN troops in American cities.
Yeah.
Same thing. You're getting a foreign force, a foreign fighting force military, in our streets, boots on the fucking ground. So they'll have, again, conspiracy theory, not anymore. So maybe they have some sleeper cells, for lack of a better term, here. They're already here. They're already embedded here. They're learning the layout of our cities. They're targeting the most dangerous of our society, based on the numbers. That's some crazy shit, man. That's not American at all. And I've said this before. Dual citizenship is bullshit. You work for America, you have to be an American. So you don't have allegiance to anybody else. You can't serve two masters equally. And to even have a dual citizenship and you're an elected or selected official, man, fuck that. But Legal Alien, he asked us to read it because he said he's blind AF. So I'll read it real quick for you, man. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, Democrats, signed a bill into law that allows non-U.S. citizens to become police officers in the state, angering critics who slam the idea of the foreigners arresting American citizens as a fundamentally bad idea. File that under no shit. Illinois House Bill 3751 will no longer require U.S. citizenship as a qualification to become a police officer in the state. The bill was signed by Democrat governor on Friday and will go into effect January 1st, 2024, despite facing heavy opposition from GOP lawmakers and prominent police groups. The bill provides that an individual who is not a citizen but is legally authorized to work in the United States under federal law is authorized to apply for the position of police officer, subject to all requirements and limitations other than citizenship to which other applicants are subject. Adding that non-U.S. citizens must be able to obtain, carry, purchase, or otherwise possess a firearm under federal law to apply for the job. So you cannot be a citizen or be in the process of being a citizen or be a green card holder or a visa and blah, blah, blah. And you can buy a gun here? I don't like it. I don't like it.
One bit.
I don't like it. Oh.
Oh.
A boot.
Oh, you're fucking thirsty.
You're thirsty, mate. You're thirsty, bruv.
Thirsty.
You're thirsty, ain't it?
I thought I'd drink my own sweat, Will.
Oh, Will.
Yeah. It's fucking nasty, isn't it? It's fucking dirty.
It's dirty, isn't it? I drink my own perspiration, isn't it?
My own precipitation, mate. You know what I mean?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I fucking do it. You say I won't do it. I do it or not.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I'll do.
Oh no, that's terrible.
England is pissed right now.
Tell you what, I thought I'll do.
Tell you what I thought I'd do. I'll tell you what I'll do. Next time I'll cut off all your balls.
This fucking thing right here. This is another clue.
What is it? What is it?
It's falling apart. That's all I know. I don't even know if it's
that. Hey, that's a bullshit picture. Don't you put that
It
picture
is.
of her from 30 years ago?
That's fucking Madame Tussauds wax figure right there.
Don't you dare. Hold on. Don't you dare.
Ha! I
That's
just saw that. It said her condition is not currently known. Yeah, it is. She's dead. She's dead. She's a fucking walking corpse, is what she is.
She's suffering from old as fuck. That's what she's suffering from. Hold on a second, man. We're not going to let them get away with this.
This is hilarious.
Diane Feinstein.
She ain't fine at all. She is 90 years old. But
I remember the summer of 16, and 2016, 1916.
Yeah. 1816.
1716. I've seen it all.
Like, bitch, you were born 400 years ago.
Hold on. She was the first slave owner. It was her.
Her plantation.
The Feinstein plantation. Hold on a second. Why is it so hard to find a recent picture of this skeleton?
Because they don't want you to see it. That's why.
They're not going to get away with this.
Diane Feinstein.
They're not going to get away with showing some fucking.
What if her slogan was like, he was like shit, she sure is fine.
Vote for
no,
Feinstein.
she's not. She's not fine in looks. She's not fine in health. That bitch.
Yeah, she's not looking fine. She's not doing fine. There's nothing fine about her. Hold on. Here is a current picture.
It's like Tales from the Crypt or what?
Yeah, man. Hello, kitties. There you go.
Shit.
That's what she looks like now. Don't give me that bullshit from 30 years ago. That's what she looks like today. Looks like her face is melting off of her scalp.
Have you guys ever wanted to just throw up, but like not because you were feeling sick, but it was because it was forced? Like it was like a spirit that just. That's how I felt when I saw that photo right now. It just felt like the spirit came out of the laptop and was like, "Fuck you!" And then I was like,
"Dude, this is like
God.
if you,
ugh, gross."
It's like she looks like if you one of those people who clean up like crime scenes and death scenes, like they pick the body up and it's been like, July in Florida, the body's been sitting there and they pick it up and just like the bones and the flesh just falls off. That's what she looks like. She looks like her face is sliding off of her bone structure. She looks like shit. You look like absolute shit, you crook.
What? And we haven't even read it yet. I don't feel like we need to because it's pretty much just about her health. But it's why do you want to be in this position this long? Like, and here's my thing: is it's like you have to ask that question. What are these people's plans? For an example, she's been a very prominent figure in trying to take away our guns. Mm-hmm. I wonder why.
For years,
for a long time, and I don't know how she is on the whole climate change bullshit narrative, but let's just say that she is, because I'm sure it is somewhere. Mm-hmm. You're going to die soon. What do you care about what happens in 2025, 2030, 2040? These people that are, like Biden, 80 and all this, you're not even going to be around to see, what is like the stuff that they're pushing for is not stuff that they're going to be around for. So Diane Feinstein, why aren't you in like the Maldives or the Bahamas somewhere or whatever? Because you got them. I know you have the money. You've been doing this stuff forever, and you've been, scamming forever. So The fact that we're reading this and it's saying, that she was hospitalized after a fall. I don't even know what you're doing in San Francisco. I wouldn't be there. But why? Why are you even still a political figure at all? That's the question I feel like people need to be asking. We're seeing too many of these older, way older people that are been around and been in politics for 40, 50 something plus years.
I'm sorry, that's
Oh shit! I wasn't ready for that one. That is hilarious.
that's not
So,
Dianne Feinstein. Is that what you're
so,
telling me?
so that's Dianne Feinstein saying, "Yeah, we need to do something about these guns, guys."
Vote for me.
Oh shit!
Fucking
Oh, that's her. That's her before she fell, before she got hospitalized.
yeah. This is her in full makeup, ready to go to the Senate floor and fuck America up.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Wow.
I don't have much to say about that other than I'm not surprised. I mean, the fuckery is literally the fact that she's still there to begin with.
Yeah, she gave her daughter power of attorney, which means her daughter has say over her life, where she goes, where she lives, legally what happens to her property, her belongings. So her sister has control over her life, but she has the nerve to bringing them into session or whatever, and they had to tell her what to say. Just say yay. And she starts reading something. Just say yay, and then eventually some handler, one of her staff members, had to come up to her and whisper in her ear, "Just say yay." And her daughter has complete control over her life now, but she's still good enough or healthy enough to be in the Senate controlling our fucking lives, especially here in California. So it says Feinstein was reportedly hospitalized after taking a fall Tuesday in San Francisco. What does that mean, taking a fall? Like she did it on purpose? Her condition is not known. Her condition is fucked up, and you know it. But she subsequently returned home by Tuesday evening, TMZ reports. Feinstein, 90. She's a decade away from 100. Was hospitalized earlier this year after a bout with the shingles and was absent from the Senate for about 3 months before returning in May. She is the oldest lawmaker in either chamber of Congress. You damn right. Senator Dianne Feinstein office released. Senator Feinstein briefly went to the hospital yesterday afternoon as a precaution after a minor fall in her home. All of her scans were clear and she returned home. When you're 90, there are no minor falls. Everything could be your last when you are 90. Every fall could be your last. Every visit to the hospital because of infection could be your last. There are no minor falls when you're that fucking old.
I said all I need to say, man. Get this old bitch into a nursery home.
Get that crypt keeper back to the crib.
That bitch, she's got stories to tell you, horror stories to tell you all day on channel. What channel was it on? 13, 11, 12, on one of those channels. Go tune into that channel and she'll tell you all about what happened to Greg and Susie. She's done.
You look at all those old pictures from, like the Spanish Inquisition and shit. If you look in the background, Dianne Feinstein's in all of them. She's usually like doing something like this.
Yeah.
Like that or something.
Yeah.
She's there. She's there. Wait, was that the Crusades? How the fuck?
Yeah. Bitch, is that ancient Egypt?
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
She's helping build the Sphinx and shit. Yeah, man.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yo, Laker and SD.
That's too bad.
What a man. He's out here in California. He knows what this shit's like.
Yeah, I think he's by me, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, down there, down south. South. Right by Mexico. Yeah, she's a real piece of shit, man.
I was gonna say, yeah, Shrapnel said it's elder abuse at this point. Nah, man, these demons know exactly what they're doing. I don't feel bad for any of them. They're all. I don't care if you're 7 years old or you're 97. If you're a demon, you're a demon.
Yeah. Joe Champion said, wasn't she a cook on Amistad? She built Amistad. She cut those planks and everything from the forest. That bitch built Amistad.
Yeah, there would be no Amistad without her, man.
without her ingenuity. Fucking bitch.
Oh,
Yeah, that
shit.
shit's gross, man. That is really gross.
Yeah.
To be. I mean, and why wouldn't you want to enjoy the twilight of your life?
Yeah.
Why not? Why would you want to be dealing with this shit?
Dude, I want to enjoy it now, and I'm 33. So
Yeah, dude, I'm about to pull the ripcord right now. Bro, why would you want to be dealing with that? But it's not necessarily what she's dealing with, it's who she owes and what part of the plan she needs to execute. They're not done with her yet. You know, until she's all the way dead. That could be, 30 days or 100 more years.
Or 12 minutes.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. She is an appalling human being. And she hates California, but don't worry, bitch. We hate you too. Mm-hmm. Oh, we got a couple more generous folk in here. So we got to show love. Leonard S. Thank you again. He says, it is unbelievable how Dems lie about the border. You know what's funny, man? You got these, you got New York, you got the state of Massachusetts who are asking people to take illegals into their homes. And you have the mayor of New York who has the nerve to fix his mouth and talk about the federal government needs to do more at the border and it's a crisis. Well, you stupid asshole. Don't ring the dinner bell. Don't claim yourself to be a sanctuary city and then bitch and complain when they all show up to eat. What are you thinking, you moron? Of course you're going to be overrun with them when you proclaim yourself to be a sanctuary city and we shall not leave an immigrant on the street and we will get you help. What the fuck do you think they're going to do? Would you make that same proclamation for an American citizen sleeping on the filthy, disgusting, rat-infested, hepatitis C-ridden streets of New York? No, you wouldn't do that for them because you don't do that for them. But an illegal, a future voting bloc, a future person to keep you in politics in perpetuity, yeah, you'll do that for them. You'll open up facilities for them. You'll take up facilities for them. That Randall Island where they're going to put 2,000 more of those fools, they're going to be on soccer fields that the children and the people, the taxpayers of New York cannot use. In every account, Chicago, anywhere you have these places overrun with these quote unquote asylum seekers is crime ridden. The residents are being harassed and robbed and beaten. They're scared to walk down the street. But that's okay because we're a sanctuary city. We love them way more than we love you. Laker and SD, I appreciate you, man. Gang! And please check out my man Laker and SD on Instagram. I believe it's the same name. Laker and SD. He be going off. And I appreciate your content, man. I appreciate you being here too. Thank you very much. Moving on. You see the way these cities are bending over backwards for these, and they're all young men. They're all like 18 to 35-year-old men. Why are you bringing in all these dudes?
Well, I mean, I could answer that pretty easily. They would be the ones who would do the shootings. They would be the ones who carry out those orders. It wouldn't be
almost like soldiers, you would call them.
Exactly.
Why are you bringing in millions of strong young men? Like we don't have them? Like America doesn't have a bunch of young men that need something to do with their life, that need a job or maybe a little help. But
they're just looking for a better life. That's
right.
Oh, I mean, all those dudes that look like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson coming over here, they're not missing meals.
Yeah, they need a better life. And it's not free to come up here either. Even if you wanted to come up here, you still got to fucking go through the cartels. It ain't free. So how bad are you hurting, fool? You paid $12,000 to get here. Man. So, Christian politician takes legal action after anti-LGBT blah, 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 pride tweet sees his life, quote, torn apart. A tweet against naked men parading in front of minors at LGBT events has reportedly torn King Lowell's life apart. Man, you better be somebody important if your first name is King. You can't be about no bullshit.
Yeah. Did you have a dream? Did you?
You better have something. Your
Yeah.
name's King. Kang.
Kane.
a
He
local
was Kane.
politician in the United Kingdom, the UK, is taking legal. Croy game man, Mott. He's taking legal action after he was reportedly canceled by 7 different organizations and suspended by his own political party for tweeting out his religious views. First of all, I am still feeling quite upset, King Lawwell, 31, told Fox News, but I'm so ready to fight back as well. I'm not wanting to be silenced anymore, and I'm wanting to see more Christians standing up and fight back. Lawwell, I think that's how you say it, who has been a counselor at Northamptonshire Unitary Council. Shorten that shit, England.
Yeah, NNUC.
North. He's from the north.
Yeah.
England for 2 years. Tweeted on July 29th in response to a Twitter post from GB News host Calvin Robinson, revealing that naked men were illegally parading in front of his minors during an LGBT pride event. Still don't see the pride in it. Lawwell, a Christian who found the parade behavior offensive and immoral, took to Twitter to condemn it. When did Pride
go up? Go up?
I don't think that's him. Is it him? We'll see.
No, that's him. But go up. I was reading something. I wanted to see if that was part of it. No, I think that's different. It says, Father urges church to step in as religious school teaches kids they can be born in wrong body. That's fucking ridiculous. But I didn't know if that had to do with this story or not. But I think that's so something stupid. Separate.
The church is supposed to be a refuge for shit like that. They're not supposed to be peddling that weird shit.
Yeah.
When did pride become a thing to celebrate? He wrote, because of pride, Satan fell as an archangel. Pride is not a virtue, but a sin. Those who have pride should repent for their sins and return to Jesus Christ. He can save you. Hashtag Pride Month, hashtag Pride 23, hashtag Pride Parade. The tweet also cited Isaiah 3:9, which in the English Standard Version reads, for the look on their faces bears witness against them. They proclaim their sin like Sodom. They do not hide it. Woe to them, for they have brought evil on themselves. The tweet has subsequently led to Lawwell's life being, quote, torn apart. According to a press release from the London-based Christian Legal Center, which is aiding him in his legal fight. Lawwell explained to Fox Digital that he was suspended by his local conservative party after issuing the tweet and that an investigation against him is pending at the party's headquarters. Conservative. You guys are supposed to be all about this saving the kids shit. Northamptonshire conservative group did not respond to Fox News Digital's request for comment. We continue to be committed to reducing inequality. There you go with the fucking the leftist commie words. Reducing inequality within our communities and creating a fair and inclusive environment for everyone. We fully support our LGBT community as we support all communities. Ugh. The wording. Who the hell is this dude?
Black power.
This is
Black power.
All right, let it out. Black power.
Yeah.
Calvin Robinson, he's involved.
Happy 1st of July. That means June is over, which will come as a relief.
Over.
For Christians all around the world, June is the month in which we celebrate the most sacred heart of Jesus, a time when we recognize God's boundless and passionate love for mankind. Very wholesome. In recent years, however, the Christian message of love has been sidelined and replaced with another, pride. We're told Pride is a month of celebrating gay rights, fighting discrimination, and honoring differences. Is that the case? Or is it a time when companies jump on bandwagons to capitalize on a Western world engaged in a period of enforced mass psychosis?
Dude, if this was 1982 and they had a parade where some dude is on the cross like Jesus and somebody jumps up there and starts gyrating on the cross, something's going to happen to that dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's how did we get here? That is, and then, freedom of speech, First Amendment, you can say whatever you want. Yes, you can, but you're free to say what you want, but you're not free from consequences and responsibility. Our rights come with responsibility. Can I go in the middle of a Klan rally and start telling them what fool? Yeah, I probably could, but is that stupid and that not being responsible? Yeah. Can you do that? Yes, you can, but don't sit there and cry like a bitch when people want to, through the proper channels, stop you from doing that. Don't be like, oh, what am I doing? I'm just up here gyrating on a cross with some guy depicting Jesus. Well, that's going to rub some people the wrong way, you jackass. So don't act stupid when you have backlash from that shit. Like, what do you think? People are just going to lay down for that bullshit? Lawwell also reportedly had to resign from his position as a trustee at Groundwork Northampton, which helps children get access to green spaces. He was also suspended as an Academy Council member for Weaver's Academy, which is a school in Willingsboro for children 11 to 18. What a weird age there. Weird age.
Yeah, that's very random.
I have been made aware of your recent tweet. A person at Weaver's Academy reportedly told him the views you have espoused are not consistent with the values of our Academy Council nor Weaver's Academy, blah, blah, blah. That is that's like, things are separate. What you might like online or something or say online should not spill over into the real world and make you lose your job. Like, that is some crazy shit, man. When did everybody just become these life-size vaginas walking around where they're just hurt by everything and everything is offensive, and we must, instead of engaging that person and trying to educate that person or, have some dialogue with that person, just get rid of them.
This story, man. There's so many ways I feel like I can take it, but I'll keep it on, I guess, the religious aspect of it. Just the other day, I saw a video of a young man who was, I guess, reading some Bible verses. I'm not sure where he was, but then he had gotten arrested for doing that. And I'm like,
I saw that.
When did this start? Right? To the point where they're vilifying. I mean, whether you're because I'm not religious, and I don't follow a religion. And I think from doing that, I'm able to actually see things from different perspectives than other people are. So, for example, if you're Catholic, you're viewing things from a Catholic lens. If you're Christian, you're viewing things from a Christian lens. If you're Buddhist, you're viewing things from a Buddhist lens, so on and so forth. So I'm able to actually see from a different perspective of what is happening. They are eradicating God, no matter which way you want to view God in your religion. The Muslims, they have their way and all that.
They won't do it to them. They don't fuck with the Muslims.
It's different though, because they know that America is a Christian nation. So they have to, for lack of a better term, demonize Christianity. And that's what they're doing. So here, what did anything that this guy say that was wrong? Like, he didn't say anything that was not accurate. He said that they are men, naked men, going around and parading themselves around in front of minors naked, which is true, because we already went over this in one of our episodes. I don't remember which one it was, 10, 9, the Pride one, though. We saw there was so much stuff we couldn't even do 5. We had to do honorable mentions. Okay. So this is what's happening right now. So the more that you remove God from a society, the more you're going to have, whether you want to call Satan, demons, demonic, all that stuff is what we're seeing right now. And the fact that he couldn't say what was true, and even from a religious aspect, is a big problem, because now they're shaming people and religious people, especially Christians. They're shaming people to accept this degeneracy and debauchery as if it's normal and okay. That's a problem, because once you do that to a certain point, people are then just going to accept it. And we cannot allow this stuff to be accepted. So I agree with, he's 31. He's younger than me. So, I mean, he has cojones for standing up the way that he did, especially being a politician in his position, who's probably not, I mean, I don't know how in the UK he is, but not known, in my opinion, to me, globally, outside of locally. But for him to be saying what he's saying and doing what he's doing, I mean, and he's a black man too. I thought black people, I thought we were safe. I thought,
Yeah.
you say anything about us, you're racist, you're a bigot, blah, 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 blah. But now that even black people can't say what is obvious, there is definitely, I already know, but for people who
Mhm.
aren't paying attention, there is a united effort to push this. This is not in a this he's in the UK. So this is in America. There's a unified effort to push this globally, and they're all just have the same tune. They're all singing the same tune. It is, oh, you're transphobic, you're homophobic, blah blah blah. We're inclusive, this, that, and the third. There's nothing inclusive about degeneracy and all that shit. That is complete anti-nature, anti-God. We're not about that. And if we can say that here in America, they can say that there in the UK, they can say that there in Africa, they can say that there in Australia. But the problem is they're trying to push this globally. And if we don't understand that, then we're going to be in trouble because we can't allow this to go on any further here. As we can see, they're removing God from everything. And
Yeah.
whether you're religious or not doesn't matter because it doesn't matter what you believe, it matters what they believe. If they don't believe in God, if they want to push Satanism and all this other stuff that we see and all this degenerate shit, that's because they believe in it. And that's a problem for us.
Yeah, definitely, man. Well said. They, Christianity is a kinder, gentler religion, compared to others, especially compared to Islam. Islam seems to be more rigid in some aspects, but they don't, like I said before, they don't try that shit with them. How come they don't do that? How come they didn't have an image of someone dressed like the Prophet Muhammad and somebody humping on him? How come you never see that? Never, because their religion is viewed differently. It's more strict. They don't take no bullshit. But the Christians, yeah, we can kick them around and shit because they have to forgive us and all this kind of shit. But it's going to come to a point where no matter what, people are going to draw the line, especially when you're doing all this weird shit in front of kids. Because no matter your religion, politics, or whatever, naked adults in front of children, that's a no-go. We got to believe something. We all have to believe. We all have to have a baseline. Water's wet, sun is hot, and adults shouldn't be naked in front of kids. And what a fucking weird time this is for there to be any type of public pushback on that. Like, there was a time that you wouldn't say that in public because you might get your ass kicked by everybody around you because you're a nasty pervert. Now it's, give them a month, give them 2 months, give them June and October. Let them get out there and shake their genitals in front of children. And the only thing worse than the wolf who got in the pasture with the sheep is the person who opened the gate. It's the parents who are bringing their kids to this shit. Are you out of your mind? Why would you bring your kids to this debauchery? You know what the fuck it is. You know it's not a bunch of people up there reading, oh, here's a poem from Harvey Milk. You know that ain't what it is. It's a live action porno. It's helmets. Shafts are out. Asses are out. What are you doing? Why would you bring your kid to that, you idiot? So they're worse than the dudes out there doing it. Don't bring your kid to that shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? CPS should be at the end of the parade route. Come here. You come here. Come here. Just have a paddy wagon, full of a bunch of kids saying, thank you for taking me away from those perverts. Thank you. My man, JP Irvine. Thank you very much. He says, Eric Adams hasn't seen the half of it yet. The perfect person for the job, if you ask me. Yeah, he's going to be overrun because he's a dumbass. Why would you do that? Why would you call those people to your city and then say, "Wait, help me. There's too many people here, you dumbass." That's what you get. I feel bad for the New Yorkers because they're going to get squeezed out. Upstate New York, you better get ready for some new residents. Leonard S. Again, thank you, man. He says, Brandon be putting people in cages and the corrupt media says nothing. Even worse than that, Barack Obama was putting them in the cages. The exalted one. Barack Obama, he was chosen from heaven. They said he grew up in Hawaii. That's a lie. He came straight from the heavens to the White House. You dare not besmirch the good name of Barack. He was putting them in cages, had them in them Jiffy Pop blankets and shit.
I almost puked right now when you said Barack. You were like Barack. I was like, oh God.
Rock out with your Barack out, man.
See,
Fucking
J.P.
scumbag.
Irvine said, I love God, but this Christian man will send your ass to hell with a flamethrower if the right situation calls for it. I
Yeah,
second
dude,
that.
you start messing with people's kids, man, and you're gonna see people close ranks and get real stiff and not budge. And yeah, man, you're as a father, if you don't protect your kids, then what are you here for? That's part of the reason you're on this earth after you have children, is to protect them. And if it comes down to it, if it comes down to harm coming to your children, or somebody coming to take your kids away, or somebody, trying to do shit weird to a father, and not saying mothers won't, but I only know it from the father's perspective. That's all I've ever been. And don't think a dad won't lay your ass down and then go in the house and sit down and finish the game.
Yeah, because I feel like, sometimes people go, well, God says to love. Yeah, love your family, love your child, love your neighbor, or whatever. Don't love that motherfucker who's trying to rape, little ones, and
Yeah,
and push all this. Like, no. Yeah, those are the ones that can get it. God's okay with that. God's okay with that.
So
Yeah,
get them out, remove them.
They're going against God. That's exactly what they're doing. I mean, when you're doing this pride homosexual stuff, and it's two men, basically what you're doing is you're saying F you to God, because your creation is you're destroying basically what is nature and what is natural. God's not okay with that, because that's not the intent. So I would say anything that is against it, it's okay to have hate in your heart, so let it out.
Let it out. White power.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel
power.
bad for those people who are gay, something happened to them and somebody did something to them. That's horrible. And I wish we could go back in time and find them, and find, a tall structure for them to have a slip and fall. But that's not the case. So you can't therefore turn around and try to do that to somebody else, man. Can't do that. As a society, some shit is off limits, and kids got to be at the top of the list. Nate's memes. Thank you, bruh. Thank you, man. He says all it'll take is real men to start knocking out some teeth. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Because these fools can't fight. Get out of here.
Yeah, stop it. That's how they are. Stop,
yeah. Dude. I can see the bones in your chest, and you want to put your shaky little hands up. Go ahead. You'll get smashed with the right motivation.
Like, stop, Jericho. Stop.
Yeah, you get them ribs fucking tenderized. Everything you consume will have to be in liquid form for at least 6 months. Guarantee it. That shit is just, what a strange time to live in. And I hope all this passes. And I hope we can regale our kids and our grandkids with tales of how things used to be, how they used to be crazy, and they can grow up in a world where they know nothing about that. I hope this tide turns soon, man, because this shit, how much crazy, it's already at peak crazy. Like, what the fuck, man?
Sawzilla said, stop it.
Stop.
Stupid. Stop it right this instant. Stop.
So should we
give him the poll in?
Yeah, let's give him the poll.
Yeah, give him that poll. Give him that. Hey, y'all want the poll?
Y'all get the poll. All
if you want the poll, put a thumbs up.
If you want that poll,
yeah, I want the poll. Yeah.
If you want that poll in your hole,
yeah.
There you go.
I want the PLLE though. You know what I mean? Not the PLOO. You know what I mean? Creole lady says, "Stop right meow."
Right meow.
Just stop it. That's THOP. Stop.
Stop.
Fucking Mike Tyson. Stop it.
Just throw the hoopalith. Stop it. This is affiliate.
It's so funny that someone who talks like that would beat the shit out of you.
Dude, beat saliva down your fucking shirt.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. No problem. Today, right now, we're not talking young Mike Tyson a long time ago. We're talking today. He's fucking people up. So there's the poll. The link to the poll. Got 170 people watching, so I expect 170 votes. Hit the link. It's real easy. Hit the link, vote. That's it. I'm going to cast my vote right now.
And if the winner is the story that me and Jericho both picked, then somebody's our lucky winner today, and they get some merch.
Somebody's a lucky winner today.
Yeah, somebody's going to stop right now.
We're going to make sure you stop. Rants and Shan. Thank you, brother. Rants and Shan, thank you very much. He says, I beg you to read out Matthew 18:6 real quick. I don't have a Bible in here.
Yeah, but you can pull it up online.
Everything's online.
Yeah. Everything.
Let's see. 18:6. Oh, shit. Let's start that picture of the Crypt Keeper up.
Oh, my God, Diane Feinstein.
Oh, Feinstein. There you are.
Oh, I thought I lost you. But here you are. I'm just getting some water real quick because I am so thirsty right now.
So parched.
Honestly,
you ever been parched like so hard right now? Okay. Okay, it says, if anyone causes one of these little ones, those who believe in me, to stumble, it would be better for them to have a large millstone hung around their neck and to be drowned in the depths of the sea. That's what I'm talking about.
You're like, God said that? That's what he said, man.
Dude,
I was there. I was there when he said it.
I was watching this show called Machines of Malice, and it was like on the History Channel or something. Man, you get me a show about how shit's made, or you know, like old school like torture shit, I'm there. So they have these different forms of death during the Spanish Inquisition and the Crusades, these different ways that they would kill people, and one of them was by drowning. And you think, you know, drowning would like hold somebody under the water until they die, and of course that's a horrible way to go. But what they would do is at low tide, they would have these posts that they stuck in the ground out there, and they would tie your hands behind your back at low tide, and then as the tide slowly rose, you would drown. So not only would you drown and suffocate and choke on water, but the fear of the water getting higher inch by inch as the time goes by is a nice added layer of terror for those people. And you know, we can't go far back enough in time to get our punishments. John says a millstone is 1,629 pounds. Damn. But we can't go back far enough. The farther we go back for their punishment, the better. You know, like I want to go back to where everything was made with wood and shit. Let's go back medieval times, you know, where they were wrapping burlap sacks around their feet for shoes. Like, let's go back really, really far. And I guarantee you do those punishments, it won't take long. It won't take long for the monsters to recede back into the shadows where they belong. Because they're predators, they're cowards. They're going after the weakest of the herd, and any kind of resistance or punishment, they'll run, or they'll keep those desires or whatever inside of them. They won't act on them because they don't want to have a 1,600-pound millstone put around their neck, or be drowned or drawn and quartered. Or one of them that was really cool, they take this big looks like a big wooden spool. Like if you have a sewing thread and you take it all off and you have that plastic spool, it's a big one, and they would strap a human being to it, and then you'd be on the outside of it, and then they roll you down a hill to kill you. So every time you come around, you smash into the earth. They go up on top of these big long hills and roll people down. There's all kinds of fun ways that we can get rid of people. That's very cheap. You don't even know how much the lethal injection chemicals cost.
I mean, shit. Just watch any one of the Saw movies. You'll find a trap that you can just be like, oh, that's perfect.
It's endless. The different ways that we could rid ourselves of the worst of society are endless. And again, further back you go in time, better. Oh,
Yeah.
The wheel,
Absolutely.
you know, stretch people, drawing a quarter with a horse. Man, that's got to be torturous. Guts hanging out, it's all bad. But you know, if you prey on the weakest of the most vulnerable of our society, you know, we got some nightmarish shit for you. Creole lady, thank you, miss. For the $10. It's a Hamilton
She's
right there. Appreciate that.
very
lady.
generous right now.
So generous. Your generosity is fucking huge right now. I can see it.
Creole lady's awesome, but she is definitely not Jung Yu Jung.
No, you are not Jung Yu Jung.
Yeah,
You will never be Jung Yu Jung. Catman FS says, I still like the chair. Yeah, we can do the electric chair, gas chamber, but it has to be brutal. I don't want this. You give them a shot in their arm, they fall asleep and never wake up and have a dream. No. It needs to get horrible. So the poll's up. Please make sure you guys are voting.
Oh shit, I didn't even vote. And I made it.
Already voted, it did.
All right,
guys
let
vote.
me know which one you put, by the way.
Vote hard.
This one's kind of tough. It
was tough because they're all fucking horrific. Yeah, I'll put in a private message. That's one
Yeah, this one's tough, man, because yikes.
Man.
Yeah, this one's tough.
They're all terrible. But I had to make a choice. You know, it's like looking at the menu. You just got to make a fucking choice. You'd be staring at it all night.
I guess you're right. Yeah, because I would be
it.
here trying to think, like literally trying to analyze. But he wants to kill white people for no reason, and then he wants to fucking have illegals police everybody, and then it's like, which one is more fuckery? I don't even.
Dude, just do it, man. Just fucking do it.
Hey, honestly, dude, they're all fuckery. You know what I mean? Equality, dude.
All fucked up, dude. Just like choose one. Close your eyes, dude, and like point, bro.
It's fucking so equality right now, dude. Like, because we're all equal. We can vote. You know what I mean? Honestly, dude.
Yeah.
Before I voted on voting. You know what I mean, dude?
Like I vote about voting. That's how much I like that.
All right. So while we wait for people to cast their vote, let's go into our fuckery fails, because we only have one. I thought we only needed one because of what the fuckery fails is. I think he pretty much makes up for all possible fuckery fails.
Yeah, he has more fails than anybody. You know who we're talking about. So I think we'll do like about 3 minutes of this one, because I think they're gonna pack about 1,000 of them into 3 minutes. Oh man, this motherfucker! Why can't he be some other country's problem so we could sit back and laugh at him? Because we can laugh at him, but we can't laugh as hard as somebody else who's halfway around the world, who's not directly in the path of this fucking mushmouth dumb. Oh my goodness! Why can't he be somebody else's problem?
I know we didn't vote for him. I tell you.
I don't know, but apparently 81 million of us did. All right, here we go. Joe Biden's biggest gaffes and weirdest moments. I feel like his worst moment is yet to come.
Dick. Vice President, how are you, pal?
Dick.
Easy to swear at you. We've got news. Rashid Sunak is now the prime minister. You're trying your best, but it never feels like enough. You're a stupid son of a bitch. But guess what? We got a lot to do. You gotta say hi to me.
Such a weirdo.
A long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway.
That's funny.
This
She
one
looks very uncomfortable.
Anyway.
She gets
I'm
it.
sick and tired of smart guys.
I'm sick and tired.
I can
Ordinary
tell.
people being fleeced.
I'm tired of being quiet.
Where I'm sick and tired. I'm just sick and tired. We have this notion that
Sick and
somehow
tired
if
of smart
you're poor,
guys.
you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Wait, what?
Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but think how we think about it. I'm sorry to take so long, guys. Everybody knows I like kids better than people. I like kids better than people. Everybody knows I like kids better than people.
Look at them.
Now,
We know.
a very important thing I told my daughter and granddaughters: no serious guys who are 30.
Okay.
Right?
No what?
No serious guys who are 30.
I'll keep that in mind.
So how about the non-serious guys, Joe?
I got them $1.9 trillion released so far. They're going to be getting checks in the mail that are.
Dude, is he real?
Oh my God!
Look at his forehead. Look at that.
This motherfucker is president of the United States of America.
What are these over here?
Unreal.
I've seen them. I've seen the wrinkles here, but what are these on the side?
Oh shit! Those are bonus features.
Holy hell!
Hey, what did your son say? Special effects.
Yeah, he has special effects.
Special effects.
He's all special effects.
Shit! This is next level. Oh my God,
Guys, this is only a minute and 30 seconds. That's all that was. Here you go.
Consequential this week for childcare. A lot has been happened already. Number one.
A lot has been
Number two,
happening
I'm gonna
already.
fight
Damn
like
it.
heck. Just remind him, I wrote the bill on the environment. Why would I not be for it? Guess what? Employers can't find workers. I said, yeah, pay them more. This is an employees bargaining chip now. What's happening?
pause it.
They're going to have to.
What the fuck?
Oh Jesus Christ, this guy's stupid. So first of all,
what?
First of all, Joe Biden, you dumbass.
Ugh.
Joe Biden, I mean, we know he's a puppet, but let's just say Joe Biden because he's the face. Inflation exists because of him.
Yep.
If you pay employees more, businesses are going to crumble because they can't pay employees more. The problem is not the wages. The problem is inflation. They cannot pay for groceries. They cannot pay for gas. Gas. Well, grass either. If you like weed, it's probably high.
Dude, I need my grass.
But they cannot pay for gas. Gas is $5, okay, in a lot of places in California right now. The cost of living is up due to the inflation caused by this dumbass. So by saying pay employees more, you're actually just destroying business because the businesses can't pay their employees and they're not making enough money to do so. So when he says this, all I do is just laugh internally because I'm just going, God, does he think people are dumber than he is? I think that's some of the most basic shit to understand. But it's like, God, it's not even a gap, dude. He's just reading a script. He's reading a script and he's so bad at reading scripts.
And you know that script is in a huge font. That's not like in a regular size. That thing is like, you know.
Joe, read me.
Like as big a font as the computer can handle is how big they are. And he still can't do that, man. I don't the federal government's the only one who can cause inflation. Like
right.
It's all, anytime there's inflation, there's only one culprit.
Right.
There's only one. That's it. It is nobody else. No one else can do it.
Now you're right, but here's the thing. Look at all the money that he has been uselessly spending and the money that they've been printing for that spending, sending millions and billions to Ukraine, signing the omnibus bill and all this stuff. It's causing inflation in this country. And the fact that he went out and said like, oh, it's not us. It's not because of that. It is because of that. It literally is because of that. Because you're borrowing money, you dumbass. Like, fucking, I hate this guy, dude. I'm sorry. I can't. He makes me want to puke and shit at the same time.
Yeah, he makes me want to have to lay down in the bathtub and just shit and vomit at the same time. It's coming out of the top and the bottom.
Oh my God! I hate
Look at it. What's all this? Why are there wrinkles on the side? Okay, let's go.
Compete and start paying hardworking people a decent wage. Unchained.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
They're gonna put you
They're
back.
gonna put you all back in chains.
What a fucking scumbag.
Put y'all back in chains. Y'all. Because that's how he talks. Put y'all back in chains. Shit. I'm surprised he didn't say it. Shit.
Yeah, shit.
Shit, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Put you motherfuckers back in chains. You know what I'm saying, motherfucker?
Yeah, you feel me?
You feel me? You feel me? Hold on a second.
Oh my God, man.
I got something for that.
Shit, this is
You feel me? Hey, motherfucker. Hey, look, they gonna put you motherfuckers back in the motherfucking chain. Am I right?
Yeah.
Give me some, motherfucker. Put all these niggas back in chains. Shit. That's what I told the bitch.
Silky.
I told the bitch, I said, look, I'll put you back in chains, bitch. You know what I mean? Shit.
Shit. I said, well, they just as smart as black kids.
Shit, that's what I said to the bitch. None of them said nothing. They didn't say shit.
You know what the bitches do? What the bitches do, Biden? The bitches like to play with the little hairs on my legs. And
yeah.
That's how I learned about cockroaches.
Yeah, man. Hey, I told it, look, I said, look, bitch, if you don't know whether you want to vote for me or Trump, then you ain't black, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be telling you.
Oh, that's gold. I'm pinning that.
Shit. Fucking tell me, hey, put all y'all back in the motherfucking chain. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
God damn.
Shit.
Silky Biden.
I tell a bitch, shit. See in 4 years, bitches. Shit, motherfucker.
We have to do an animated version of this. This is fucking next level.
Hey man, whenever you're ready. Whenever you're
Silky
ready.
Biden. Holy shit.
Nigga, I'm lying too. I'll tell the bitch the truth. Anyway, what's this? Uh-oh. Now notice, people, he doesn't fall when he's moving. He falls after he comes to a complete stop. And before we watch it again, this is a beautiful day in American history. I remember when this happened. This was fucking hilarious.
Yes, it was. Stop.
Up. 3, 1, 2, 3. Gee, come on.
Oh my God. That's the president, guys. That's who got 81 million bajillion votes.
With his mask on the side.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. I think you know how much it means to me to have you swear me in today.
Well, that shampoo I like too.
And confidence. I've got a lot of thanks to give out here. First and foremost to my...
No, you can't put your finger in my butt. No.
Yeah. Now, Mr. Biden.
He said, hey, you think I can put just like the first knuckle in your butthole? It's like, ew, no.
Perfect wife, Stephanie. My wonderful son, Will. And my daughter, Ava, already
your
mentioned.
Wife was just being gross.
And you guys can sit the edge of
yeah.
I don't want you to have to see it.
Oh, no. Get him away from him, dude.
No. Get them kids. Yeah.
Oh, is he picking which one he wants?
Is through the partnership that we have, federal and state government, along with local governments.
There's something on your chin.
This issue is ongoing each year, as we have discussed. It gets worse. It affects real people.
Thank you, Boris.
Never saw that.
I want to thank that fellow down under. Thank you very much.
Down under.
Appreciate it, Mr. Prime Minister.
After this is done, I got some chocolate chip ice cream that I want to maybe have a scoop of. Maybe want a scoop. 2 scoops. Yeah. No, don't run. Yeah.
That's
just come here.
I'm done. I don't know if I can finish the video, bro.
Those creep me the fuck out, man. I don't like those. The ones where that kid is obviously uncomfortable. That girl is obviously weirded out. And he just, you like to pull away. Okay.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't even like when women that I don't know like that get close to me, like in my proximity. So
Yeah.
imagine being like 14, 15 years old and having this old Tales from the Crypt looking fucking disgusting old man,
Ugh.
like in your face constantly like that. And then he's like kissing on you and rubbing you
Wait,
and
where you
smelling you.
going?
And,
Where you going?
yeah,
Huh?
you smell.
Aaron M said, I bet his breath smells like asshole. It smells like somebody's asshole.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. Golly. And people saw it. How many years have we been seeing these clips?
Look,
And you don't
I'll
hear them
tell you
saying
this right
shit
now,
about
man.
it.
Andrew Cuomo, he has nipple rings. So imagine what all these other quote unquote politicians are into. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think a normal regular person just gets a nipple ring. Like, you got to be into some type of kinky shit. So Joe
No,
Biden,
yeah, man, you're the freak of the week, man. Freak of the week.
Yeah,
to do that shit.
Oh, I love when kids sit on my lap. Oh, really? You fucking disgusting old bastard.
No, I don't.
You just said it out loud.
Yeah,
I don't like when kids are around me. So that's me. So it's for him to just openly say this shit, and we have it on camera what he's doing. He's into sick shit. Period.
Yeah, your own kids, like my daughter, she's 11, she's going on 12 years old. She doesn't sit on my lap anymore because it's not appropriate. She certainly will not be sitting on another man's lap. I guarantee you that. That will not fucking happen. I will lose it all. We can shut all this down if that fucking happened. There's just, and you know what? Not only is it inappropriate, it shouldn't happen. It's my job as her father to protect her and all of that stuff. But to me, what's most important is letting her know that she is worthy of protection. Letting her know that she is worthy of me doing something about it. I wouldn't let that slide and have her think that she's not good enough for protection. Like, no. I'm sorry that happened to you, and I will do everything I can to punish this individual. You are worth it. You are worth protecting. And to do nothing, dude, I'll choke slam that motherfucker into a pile of sand.
Oh, absolutely.
Old ass motherfucker. Hey, get in here. No, dude. You're getting pieced up.
After
one side.
You choke slam him into the sand, I'll come with a whole fucking bag of crabs. Just not the the ones that have like that small little claw, and then they have that big ass claw, like those. Right, and just push his face down and say, "Here, no, don't, man. It's okay. It's okay. We're coming.
Dude,
it's okay."
You're getting fucked up, man. That's bottom line, and that's how the overwhelming majority of men feel, and the overwhelming majority of women as well. Kids, animals, and elderly must be protected from. And I don't care how high in the ranks the pervert is. That's a no-go, player. That's a no. There's no amount of Secret Service to save your ass in that moment. If I catch you nuzzling up all, man, that shit. I'm glad we didn't finish watching that.
I'm done. I'm done with him, bro. I can't even watch a speech with him because I know that it's not him. It's a fucking it's a script, and then he can't even talk. Yeah, I'm like, I'm all right, man. I'm good.
I'm good.
We saw what we needed to see. He's a failure of a fucking of a human being, if we want to call him that. Although I would.
We've seen enough.
Yeah, we've seen enough. So now we're moving on to Make Me Laugh, and there is going to be a poll for this too, and we're going to put that at the end. And after we go over this and we have you guys vote on this, we'll go over the polls together, both polls, and then we'll wrap the show up. So
together. All right, here we go. Political attack at number 6. Here we go.
When choosing a president, America needs someone that's smart, capable, and cares about their country. Having never held public office, Mark Anderson is politically inexperienced. And even worse, he isn't even running for president. Mark Anderson believed in Santa Claus until he was 17 years old. Some theoretical physicists hypothesize through string theory that we live in a multiverse with infinite realities. If such a theory is correct, that means somewhere a reality exists in which Mark Anderson is Hitler. Mark Anderson has an average-sized penis. After months of unlawful surveillance and kidnapping attempts, Mark Anderson has filed a restraining order against us. What are you hiding, Mark? Do not elect Mark Anderson.
That's ridiculous. Hilarious. He straight up said, somewhere in the multiverse, Mark Anderson is Hitler.
He said he believed in Santa Claus until he was 17 years old. Dude, that is a no fucking go, player. What? How did you? So that means at that age, people had to be telling him it wasn't true, but he was just like, no, dude, you kidding me? He's totally real, dude.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Dude, you got some problems. You got some problems. All right, here's political attack ad number 7. Back. Yeah.
So they're going to be when we vote, they're going to be together. It's just like a part 1 and a part 2, technically.
Here we go. Booyaka show.
When choosing a president, America needs someone that's smart, capable, and cares about their country. Having never held public office, Mark Anderson is politically inexperienced. And even worse, he isn't even running for president.
You're not fit to be president.
I'm not running for president.
What up, you oil spill?
That's right. Anderson is a literal oil spill. This is a picture of Mark from his first birthday. Mark Anderson has confirmed connections with that girl from The Ring, Lego Darth Vader, and that guy that sits next to you on an otherwise empty bus. Time and time again, Mark Anderson has shown that he is not mentally fit to be president, now that we've made his life a living hellscape. Mark Anderson. Mark Anderson. Mark Anderson. Mark Anderson! Do not elect Mark Anderson.
Well, I guess we won't be electing Mark Anderson.
Don't.
Just don't
I'm
do
not
it.
even running for president.
What do you want?
Dude, it said in the beginning, all we want is someone who's smart, who cares about the country. And we don't even have that.
Yeah, we don't have not one of those yet.
We don't have none of those. Okay, here we go.
It's like simple, basic shit. You know, it's like, hey, do you wake up, brush your teeth, take a shower? And no.
Do you tie your shoes on your own? Can you do that? You know he can't. You know, if Jill told him, Joe, you can't come out here until you tie your shoes, we never see him again.
Yeah. You're like, where's Joe been? He's just been in the house. He couldn't
trying to tie them fucking shoes.
Yeah.
So honest political ads. Gil Fulbright for president.
Hi, I'm Gil Fulbright, and the people who bankroll my political career tell me I'm running for president. So here I am.
Real, hardworking Americans are important to me, is a tagline I will be using throughout this entire campaign. I may not be qualified to be president, but a dramatic camera angle can make me look like a president. A president with the conviction to nod, the courage to point,
and the experience to cram buzzwords into everything I jobs. Ideas, policies, morals. These are things I don't need. What I need is $2 billion.
Here's the part where I gloss over important issues. Issues like education and making it good, the economy, and improving it by repeating the word job.
Every time, every campaign, there's a construction site. They got a denim shirt with the sleeves rolled up and a hard hat, looking at fucking blueprints. Every single ad.
And blah, 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 something to get votes from women and minorities. I have a 5-step plan for making America better. Appeal to special interest billionaires and lobbyists behind closed doors. Raise $2 billion. Promise you earnestly that it'll be different this time. Get elected. Break all my promises to you and work tirelessly for the big donors who bought my presidency. Anytime I can pull a favor for special interest, it always gives me a huge donor. And at this point in my political career, anytime I can get a donor last longer than 4 years, well, Every 4 years, Americans are faced with a critical choice. Clinton or Bush or someone else. Well, I'm Gil Fulbright. And with a big enough donor, I can be that someone else. I'm honest Gil Fulbright, and I approve of whatever my marketing team has put into this message. Oh, the Chesapeake Bay. Huh, yeah, that'd be a great landfill. Oh, you're still here? You must want a political favor. Well, no can do without a donation. Click here to chip in. Go ahead, pause the video and do it. And don't forget to subscribe here to see more of me.
Dude,
what's that?
Do me a favor.
Radioactive?
Rewind it to 135. Wait, a little 130.
130.
When he comes from behind the tree, dude.
Oh yeah, that's some fucking AI shit right there.
Every 4 years, Americans are faced with a critical choice. Clinton or Bush or someone else.
Oh my God.
Dude, that is so true, man.
It's fucking hilarious. Look, this one already has my vote. I don't care what else is in there. That is the funniest shit I've literally what you said. That is how all of them are, dude. That's how all of them. And just he's a big dude, and they made him come behind a small tree, and I've seen that before, like in the ads, and I'm just like, yo, it's like they have this same format. That is crazy to me.
Dude, they're gonna be at some hospital or something. You always got the construction site,
a school,
a school with some teachers and shit. Yeah, they know what the fuck to do. It's a formula. Why rock the boat if it ain't broke? Don't fix that shit.
Damn, yo, that's hilarious.
They keep eating it up, keep serving it. You'd be a fool not to. Oh, classic Chappelle. Here we go.
Yeah, this is One Piece though.
Oh, poor Howard Dean. Oh. Dude, well, one sec, I would do it. I mean, it's only 16 seconds, but with the volume up a little more.
I got a check policy that'll break your neck. Yo, got all the checks. Going from Washington down to Vermont, down to
Guys, that ruined Howard Dean's career. That was what, back in 04 or something like that. That was a long time ago.
It was 2004.
And that was before cringe was like this word used all the time. If you guys see that shit, it was so hard to watch. And that right there ruined it because people saw that he wasn't genuine. And it was tough to watch, bro. And we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go to New Mexico. Yeah!
And we're gonna go to New York, and we're gonna go all the way to DC and take back the White House.
Yeah! No, so weird. We'd never seen anything like that before in our lives. And he paid the price.
I think that's a key thing you said too was the genuinity of it, where it's like he was doing so good. He was doing so good, and then that one thing was kind of like, ooh.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Sometimes it sucks to be the first, and he was the first person to give us that much cringe at one time, and the people just weren't ready for it.
Yeah,
I mean, we're gonna take back the White House. Yeah, like what?
Yeah. Oh shit! Now I was gonna play the Chappelle skit, but I was like, it could get copyrighted if we do that.
You know it will.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, I think this little piece will be fine. We get it. If you want to see it, you can pull it up.
So it's Kamala Harris on conservatives, and this chick, I don't know her name or anything, but she does the best Kamala Harris ever, even better than my.
Grew up learning about, we called it ecology at the time. And so some of us who were born around that time know what I'm saying. And we talked about it in the context of conservation. In fact, I'm going to share with you a very simple story, which is that I went home one day and I said, well, why are conservatives bad, Mommy? Because I thought we were supposed to conserve things. I couldn't reconcile it. Now I can.
Madam VP, you okay in there? In a minute. Madam VP, you're on in 3.
Oh,
you know, when I grew up, and back when I had to go to college to get ahead in life.
She does it perfect.
Back then, I used to take a class, and it was called ecology. Some know what I'm talking about. I remember being a little girl and going, you know, Mom, why are conservatives bad? No, they're ecologizing. They're
They're ecologizing.
She does.
They're conserving. God damn, this is good shit. And I didn't reconcile it until now. You know, but I have. I have.
Laugh.
I reconciled it, and yeah, I don't know why I told this. It was just such a good story. It sounded better in my head, but shout out to CIA. That's some really good stuff. Yeah.
Fuck.
She's the fucking best, man.
Fuck,
the most unlikable human being on earth, I think.
All right, so the actress or the girl doing the parody, yeah, she was good. I like her. I need to see more of her stuff because that was funny. The actual person that it's based off of, I can't stand that bitch. I don't want to hear her speak, and I definitely don't want to hear her laugh ever again.
The most unlikable human ever created is Kamala Harris. Nobody likes her. She has no conviction. It just the only thing that matters is what kind of crowd she's talking in front of, and you don't even have to have the picture on, just the sound when she's talking in front of a black crowd.
Yeah,
like when she was talking about Ron DeSantis and shit, and how the school curriculum, and how he's gaslighting us, okay, and we're not gonna stand for it, okay. Like,
yeah,
like,
and it's funny you said that because I was just gonna bring that up. She's like, oh yeah, you know, talking about slavery and all this. It's like, look, bitch, you're not even black.
Nope.
You're not black. Like, why are you can't speak for us to begin with? You know,
but she's the first black female vice president.
If you talk to real black people, real ones, not indoctrinated black people who went to uni and, you know, they took fucking psychology classes and social and gender shit. No, real black people, slavery does not affect them at all. They're not even, that's not something that's even really in their vocabulary. They don't give a shit about it. They're trying to live every day. It's these people who think that they're educated who are the ones that bring all this stuff up, you know. And normally the ones who are educated, quote unquote, they're around all the people that they think enslaved them, like constantly. So it's like, what's the point you're trying to get from?
They work with them, they work for them, they're in relationships with them, they got kids with them. So they somehow found the non-dangerous white people. Like Ilhan Omar. We need to pay more attention to white people in this country and the things that they do. And they're so dangerous. Okay, well then you're married to a white dude.
Yeah.
You wrecked his home. You wrecked that dude's home and married a white dude. So how did you find the one non-dangerous white dude? You got what's his name? Donna Lamone, that greasy lit bitch who got fired from CNN. White men are the most dangerous people in this country. But you back that ass up against one. So how did you find the one non-dangerous, the one safe white dude? Get the fuck out of here.
Kamala Harris herself is married to a Clue. And they were the main ones who owned the ships, and about 75, or I believe it's 80 or 85% of the plantations were owned by Clues. So for her to be like, yeah, we're not going to stand for it. You stand next to the motherfucker whose lineage enslaved, quote unquote, black people. What are you talking about?
Yep.
Like, it's just don't fall for the narratives. That's really all I can say. And then she's such a fake human being, because for her to 1 minute be black, the next be Indian, the next be Asian. Don't they even say she's Asian? Sometimes she's Jamaican. She's everything you could possibly think of when it suits her. She's a fucking chameleon, shapeshifter.
Most of her life was spent in Canada. She's not even an American. She lived, or I mean, I guess she lived here, but she lived a lot of her life in Canada. And when she got sworn in as a U.S. senator, she was the first Asian, first Indian American senator. Her mother was there dressed in full Indian garb. So when did she start this black shit? I guess when she was running for office, or when she was running for vice president, or maybe when she was in the 2020 presidential candidacy for 20 minutes before she got booted out. But when did she start talking this black shit? She got sworn in as an Indian.
Well, I think they needed her to be black because they needed her to appeal to black people on the Democratic side so that they can, they can help get the votes from black people. I don't know why they would have needed to do that, because we don't like her. And of course, we're different. We're rare because we're not on the left. But for people that are, like, there's people that are on the left that just do not like her. So, I mean, there's also that.
Yeah.
But there's a bigger demographic of black people than there is of Indians, per se, in this country. I think there's a pretty big Asian demographic, but I don't know which really way they swing anyway. And it's really tough for me to tell. I probably need to look into it, because if you're looking at, there's different Asians, obviously, but let's just say Chinese, they're ran by straight communists over in China. So I don't think that when they get here, they're voting that way. But with all that being said, though, is like, yeah, Kamala Harris doesn't appeal to anybody. But if they needed her to appeal to somebody, I think it would be black people. So I think that's why she's there being used, because even Joe Biden said, oh, I'm going to have a black woman as vice president.
Yeah,
I'm going to put a black woman in the Senate. I think that's pretty much all she's there for. She's just there for image. She's not there to actually be successful in any type of endeavor, which of course she hasn't been.
Yeah, sucks.
Yeah, she's terrible. Look at Karine Jean-Pierre. Oh, we're gonna have a black woman. Oh, really?
She's fucking awful.
How well did that come to fruition? Because she's the worst that we've ever seen. So you actually just made black people look terrible, because she's the worst press secretary in the history of America.
Hands down.
Yay.
Hands down. And Kamala, that's one of the things that contribute to her unlikability, is the fact that they could come to her and say, yeah, we need you to be this black figure and get the black vote, act like you're black. And she goes, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't. Yeah, she don't care. She's there. She fucked her way to the top, and she doesn't care. She just wants to stay famous. She wants to stay with having Secret Service and the limousines and people, sitting down and listen to her fucking tell half-hearted stories and cackle through 75% of it. So she don't give a fuck. It wouldn't matter if Trump had a great chance of winning and was like, hey, Kamala, you need to come to this side. She'd probably fucking do it. She's that ridiculous, and she has no anchor anywhere. She just, wherever the wind blows or whoever wants her to blow them, that's where she is. Doug Emhoff, I guarantee you that's a marriage of convenience. She probably don't even go to his house at night. They probably sleep in separate homes. Like, get the fuck out of here. That ain't no real marriage. Were you thinking, how come you didn't marry Montel Williams when he was all up in your intestines? You didn't marry him, but and you hopped on Willie Brown. So she seems to have a taste for black dudes, but then she marries this fucking eunuch white dude named Doug Emhoff. Get the fuck out of here.
Well,
where's that?
Well, he's not white. You know what I mean? He's the other thing.
Yeah.
So that plays an important part in their situation, I think. But to go to Karine Jean-Pierre again real quick, I just wanted to say she's so bad that she actually makes me miss Jen Psaki.
Ooh, that's saying something.
Yeah. Like, I'm just like, it's like, yo, like, you don't have anybody else? Like, just get Jen back. Why did she leave? She was terrible. She was. Let's circle back to everything. She was
Yes.
awful. I didn't know it could get worse than her until we got this fucking black lesbian fucking woman of
Ugh.
color with, you know, extra fucking bonus features. Like, no, you're terrible at everything that you do. I don't even know what she was doing before she got in that
Yeah,
position, but
never heard of
whatever it
her.
was, I'm sure she was bad at her job.
They
But
fail
Jen
up.
Psaki, like, dude, she's making me just. I'll put a photo of Jen Psaki on my wall. That's how bad this bitch is.
Dude, bring her back. And just
I'll just be,
instead of Corinne Jean Pierre, just put a large order of curly fries at the podium. Just let that be the press secretary.
yeah,
Right?
and then fucking, you'll probably get more answers to your questions than when she's actually there.
Yeah. They called Saki peppermint patty. I call Jean Pierre chocolate patty. But she is fucking worthless. Like, you could have a stuffed animal up there and you would get more riveting answers and more truth out of that. She's fucking horrible. She's the only reason she's there is because of the color of the container she comes in. That's not special.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I like what'd she say? Oh, I think I'm like going down in history or something like that." She's like, "You know, I'm the first whatever black ball." I'm like, "Who gives a fuck?" Matter of fact, you're so easily forgettable. The next time we do have a black press secretary, they will be the first black secretary. That's how fucking terrible you are.
You suck. Oh, and she's also part of the alphabet soup group. So she's dark skinned and she likes puss. Yay.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You
But she can't answer a question though. So you have all of that checked out, but you can't answer a question.
You're not qualified. Your skin color and who you sleep with qualifies you for nothing unless this is a modeling agency or a porno company. Because we don't care how you look. How you look doesn't matter, and who you fuck doesn't matter. So why are you telling us? Why?
Yeah,
obviously,
you know.
Obviously, those two characteristics don't help you because you are a woman of color in the alphabet soup group, and you are the worst ever. So where do they come in to help you? Because not only are you bad, you're the worst we've ever seen. There were times before they had a press secretary, and somehow that's better than you. Not having anyone at all is better than having you.
Yeah, it's like saying, you know, well, you know, I'm the first black lesbian. It's like, okay, and it's like you said, where's this coming to help you? So let's remove one of them. Let's just say lesbian. So now you're the first black woman. You still suck. Okay, so let's remove woman. Now you're the first black. You still suck. So none of that shit matters at all. It doesn't matter what you put in front of it. You suck. Period. And it's so bad that because you're adding all these things like lesbian and black, now you ultra suck because you're representing those communities and you suck. So you're not doing a good job in any type of way that you possibly think. That those don't help you in any type of way at all. And if it was me, if I was up there and I was being proud to be the first black or black whatever, I would do the best that I possibly could because, you know, I'm representing. If I feel that way, I'm representing these communities. But she just, I guess she just thinks that she's, you know, like, well, I'm here, like I'm in this position, you're not. Like, yeah, that's the problem though, is that you are in that position and I'm not.
Yeah, she sucks times 3. You suck for women, you suck for black folks, and you suck for lesbians. You're 3 times suck. And I guarantee you, I don't make a lot of guarantees. Parenting taught me, don't make guarantees if you can't keep them because your kids are going to hold you to it. I guarantee you I could do a better job than her. I didn't go to no fancy school. None of that shit. I will do a better job than her every single day. I promise.
Imagine being on that podium and they were just like, you know, so Gian, what did Joe Biden mean by, you know, saying that, you know, white kids or black kids are just as smart as white kids? I'd be like, yeah, exactly what you thought he meant. He's a fucking idiot. Yeah. I just be like, just be honest, like, yeah,
a racist piece of shit.
And you know what I mean. And she'll be like, oh, you know, that's what she does. She does this. I don't have anything on that right now. Like, fucking bitch, you don't have anything ever. You're stupid.
Yeah, I'm a lesbian. Is eating puss part of the press secretary's job, then keep that shit to yourself, you weirdo. Why are you telling me that? Why are you telling me that weird shit?
I just saw your shirt right now, reading Rambo. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah. This is a classic right here.
Reading Rambo.
Shit. Love it. Yeah. So I put the straw poll in there for the funny.
Okay.
So vote for the funny. I did. Which one did I?
I didn't yet. Let me do. I already know.
Yeah, I got mine.
Yes, bitch. Okay, so we have wrapped up the show for the most part. The first
wrap it up.
Fuckery 5 has 18 total votes. What the hell just happened right now?
What the hell?
What the hell? What
the hell? Fuck you, man.
Fucking don't vote for Mark Anderson.
Do not vote for Mark Anderson.
He's like, I'm not even running for president.
I don't even want this shit. Okay, let me fuckery fails. Let me pull that page up. We'll get the results. So voting has closed for fuckery fails.
So John says 18 people seems low. So who didn't vote? He said, you know who you are. Well, let me tell you something, John.
I'll tell you something about
and
yourself.
You listen close. We might have Biden voters. So we may not have a fair election system right now.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Okay, so bam. So number 5 will be Fernando Villavicencio, assassinated in Ecuador.
You know,
Very
and then
sad.
let me say this real quick too. That wasn't too much of a fuckery story, other than the fact that happened to him, which is sad, and it's fuckery on our end because it does take a blow for conservatives and the right. But don't overlook that story. I have a feeling that in the next couple of weeks, or probably the month, that there could be some drastic changes there that may not end up good on our side. So,
yep,
yeah,
that's no bueno, man. That's so crazy. In 2023, political figures are still getting assassinated. Sure is nice to be here. Number 4, Feinstein falls, and she fell, probably broke her hip. The sands of time probably spilled out, probably some mummy wrapping in there.
That bitch probably broke her soul when she fell.
Dude, some keepsake that Shakespeare gave her because he was in love with her. Who fucking knows that old ass bitch? But she falls, 90 years old. Imagine that. Number 3, a tweet against naked men. How dare you tweet against nude adults being in front of children? What are you, a pervert? Life destroyed. That was number 3. Number 2, Julius Malema. Kill the Boer, the farmer. Kill the white farmers in front of tens of thousands of people in a soccer stadium as he runs for a government position. Wow. And number 1, you sloppy piece of shit, you. Governor Pritzker authorizes illegals. You do not have to be a citizen to police the citizens of Illinois anymore, starting January 1st, 2024. Come on over, foreigners.
Guess who's not going to Chicago?
Hey, who has 2 thumbs and is never going to Chicago? This guy.
Hell yeah.
I'll be safer. I'll just go to fucking Beirut or something. I'll go to Uganda.
Yeah. I'll go to where didn't Al Qaeda take over when Biden left? I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, I'll go there. Even with their $85 billion in new weaponry, I feel safer in Afghanistan. I feel safer in Kabul than fucking Chicago. And they did a study a few years back. I learned this from Larry Elder. That what is it? They're a positive outlook on their life. They interviewed 1,000 youth from all parts of the world, a lot of war-torn countries, and the American youth that they interviewed were in Baltimore. And there were children in like Iraq and Afghanistan and some of these African countries and these South American countries where cartels just shoot whoever they don't like if they're a judge or politician. And, it's like Ecuador. Places like that. Places where their play structure is a rusted out tank, and the kids are playing, how American kids play with cars. They're playing with spent shells in the dirt. And they had a more positive outlook on their life and their future than children here in Baltimore in the United States of America. That is fucking sad. That is real sad that children in bad parts of the world or worse parts in America have a more positive outlook, because some of these kids, they live in those fucking war zones, and you're going to see more of that. You're going to see in Illinois, you're going to see citizens rebel against being policed by somebody who's not even a citizen. How do you even let that come out of your triple chin mouth, Pitzker? These aren't citizens. You can't have the police citizens if they're not citizens. You think people are going to take this shit? Police, open up. We have a warrant for your arrest.
Bye, Dad.
Oh, hold on. My son's saying you don't have to yell him right here, boy.
What time do you get up?
In a little bit.
Well, you're yelling, so you could hear.
It's intense. But anyway, that's Junior.
There goes one of those illegals right there that just came in.
Yeah. Hands up.
Yeah, we don't want you here.
Hey, my friend, hands up. You were under arrest. Come here, my friend.
I talked to my friend Jose. He said, shoot him in the leg or something, my friend.
We're taking you to the station.
Yeah. What did they say? What did they say? They say, what is that? When they fucking, they say, oh, anything you say can be used against you.
Hey, my friend, anything you say, we will hold it against you in the course.
Yeah, and of course they're like, bitch, you're not even from here.
You can't even say it right.
Yeah, fucking yeah. Well, he said, I said,
whatever you say, my friend.
Yeah.
Shit, fuck that, dude. I'm not going anywhere until you say it right.
Yeah, you can't say you
can't. You're not going anywhere. That's in the Constitution. You don't got to go nowhere until they say it right. Hey, my friend, you better not run, my friend.
Yeah. She better not run.
You better not make me give chase.
Miranda, right? Miranda, right?
Hey, Miranda, right? You know Miranda? You know Miranda?
Miranda, fool. Miranda, wait.
Wrong Miranda, Puto. All right, so number 4, we got 4 of them.
Yeah.
In the which video made you laugh and the make me laugh. So number 4 was for Howard Dean, the death of Howard Dean's career. The political attack ad with the what was his name? The dude who appeared from behind the tree.
Oh no, that was the political attack was Mark Anderson.
That was an honest one. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so Mark Anderson, and then you're right. Like you said, those are all one. So the Mark Anderson's number 3. Number 2 is Kamala, the lady who does the best Kamala Harris impression ever, and looks like honest political ad. Looks like it won. The big dude who appeared from behind a fucking tree as big as your wrist. From nowhere, from another dimension.
That honestly was fucking. We need that every election cycle, because we need to be able to put that up with everything else. We just saw Mike Pence, fake pumping his gas, and it's like, bruh, people are already not gonna vote for you, and then it's just like we're extra not gonna vote for you now. You know what I mean? So it's like
that was the Republican version of Elizabeth Warner doing that thing with the beer with her husband. Hey, babe, you want a beer? Bitch, you ain't never had a beer in your life.
Wasn't it in like a brown bag? Like it was a 40 or something?
No. It was a bottle. She was in her kitchen at home.
Oh.
And her husband came in. She's like, "Oh, hey there, babe. Hey, you want a beer?"
I think I'm thinking of Beto O'Rourke or something. I think he did that.
No, it was Booty Gauge with those 2 idiots who had that show
on
HBO. Yeah. And he was sipping brown liquor out of a paper bag in the hood. When are you woke Negroes going to get offended? All he was missing was some greasy fried chicken and a piece of watermelon. What the fuck is wrong with you people? But that's not a problem. What's his name? Ben Carson. He's a problem. wanting school choice and kids to be educated and violence to stop and intact families and nuclear families and shit and homes that aren't broken. He's the problem. But Pete Buttigieg sipping Hennessy on the playground and at the Marcy projects, nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. Yeah. And I'm on facts, on my channel Facts Only, I'm actually doing a video on Pete Buttigieg's protege who just got locked up for I don't know how many accounts. I think it was like 140 counts of child stuff. So that one is probably going to be up probably tomorrow, I think. But
wait a minute, those dudes are perverts?
Couldn't be. It couldn't be, right? But it's just funny because everyone we just brought up, Beto, all of them, right? All Democrats, they just always seem to be caught up in that stuff. So it's funny to me though. It just reminded me of that. I gotta edit that video.
But that's the Republican version of what Mike Pence did. Everybody knows that's how out of touch he is. That's how out of touch. You don't even know how to pump your gas. And it's okay if you don't. Maybe he's been in politics so long that he's been driven around and he can't pump gas because he's a fucking former vice president. I don't know. But if you don't know, don't perpetrate. Don't do that shit. Because every regular American who's ever pumped gas knows that you select your gas first, then you put it in your vehicle to fill it with petrol. You don't just grab it, put it in, and pull it. Because if you don't pick one, it doesn't know which gas to give you, dummy. You have 3 choices. All of them too expensive, but you have 3 choices, you jackass. God, what a fucking idiot. Just out of touch.
Yeah.
Crooks, man. That's what they are. That's why they all hate Trump. That's why they hate him, because he's not interwoven with all these other countries and lobbyists and the bullshit. That's why they hate him. But just stop, Mike Pence. Do something else. Do some shit you know. Whatever you know, do that. Don't do shit you don't know. Thinking and how many layers, how many eyeballs did that make it past and nobody noticed? Hey, Mike, you didn't pick your fucking grade of gasoline.
Yeah, he just put it in there and the shit was beeping still. And he's just like,
idiot.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because Mike Pence doesn't want to pay for that fucking gas either.
Yeah,
That's
you
why.
think we do? You son of a bitch. I just got gas today. Shit's over the cheap shit. It's $5.09 a gallon.
Yeah.
For the cheap shit. Cocksuckers.
But Biden's doing such a wonderful job. I'd rather have Biden than Trump.
You're doing a wonderful
Trump
job at
just
what?
destroying this country. Biden is doing everything he can. He can't get stuff passed because Republicans are trying to stop him. You guys like my voice? But Biden is doing so good.
Like, if I close my eyes, I'll get angry.
You're like, oh, you fucking liberal. Biden is doing so good right now. Honestly,
Can't even handle it.
Seriously, Bidenomics is so good right now. So
how stupid are those people? If you
You
say
fucking
Bidenomics,
soft
saying Bidenomics is like saying Latinx.
Yeah, seriously.
Don't say that. Who the fuck says that? Bidenomics. Shit, you better hope Bidenomics stops.
Absolutely. You know, I knew this shit was coming though. I knew it. I tried to tell as many people as I could. I said, you know, you vote for Biden or you vote for Democrats, it's gonna be over. I was like,
but you know, there's people out there, man. You can lead them to water, but you can't make them stop being a dumbass. So
yeah.
Fuck them, man. So it's maybe we're past that point where you just got to shake busters, man. You got to cut bait. You got to shake. They got to kick rocks, man. Fuck them. We got to worry about those of us who got our shit together and got our heads on straight. If they don't know by now, if you don't know by now, almost 3/4 of the way through his presidency, if you don't know by now, if you live through the sweet and sour sniffles and that deception and all that shit, if you don't know by now, you'll never know. And there's no room for you on the ark, bitch. You can stay here and get washed out with the rest of these suckers. I'm hopping on that damn boat and flipping you the bird as the tide rises.
Bye, bitch.
See ya.
Bye.
I'll do a selfie with you in the background drowning.
Yeah. Selfie, bitch. Yes.
Fuck you all. Fuck you
shit.
all. All right, man.
Well,
I think we got another great episode in the books, damn it.
Yeah. This was a damn good show.
Damn good show. Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
enjoyed
gonna
it.
be
We
funny if we
definitely-
get I'll let you know if I get a cease and desist letter from the Hodge twins.
Right? But come on, man. Come on, you can't be using our tag.
Shit's hilarious.
Yeah,
man.
we gotta get a guest on our next one. I thought this one would be a pretty good one.
I hit up ABL. He didn't get back to me, man.
Yeah, it was probably too short notice, but definitely, yeah. The next one, I have an idea for the next one. I'll tell you when we get off air. I don't want the audience to know.
Yeah, give me the idea, and then I'll make sure we have a guest next time.
That's gonna be so much fun. Aren't you guys excited right now?
You guys are like so fucking happy right now.
Man, they're so excited.
Yeah, it'll be great, man. We'll have a guest. We'll have the perfect guest tailored for whatever episode 13, episode 13 is gonna be about. Fucker. Yeah, today was 12. Baker's a dozen. We've done a dozen of these episodes. So hope you guys are excited.
I don't know how many weeks now. I don't even remember when we started. Started maybe back in like April, March.
Something like that. Yeah, definitely before summer. But I hope you guys are excited about whoever the guest is going to be. I'm excited. I don't even know who the fuck it's going to be. But it's going to be good. I know that. So make sure all your hind parts are here. Anything you want to let the people know, Gian?
Yeah, I just saw a comment. I'm gonna guess you're talking about me. He asked who the guest is, and I'm actually not a guest. This is a duo show. So like there's that, but no, but everything is at the bottom in the description. So in the description you'll see my YouTube channel, and
I like the new logo too. The new Facts Only logo.
Oh yeah. Because I was like, wait, I didn't change mine, did I? Yeah, I did a whole little rebranding of Facts Only, man. I don't know if you saw the videos yet, but everything has been kind of rebranded. And same on yours too. When I was seeing your rebranding on your channel, I was like, everything looks good. I was like, I like that. I don't know who's doing it, but they're doing good. I don't know if it's you or you have.
No, it's me. Yeah, thank you. I'm not creating it. I put it on here, but shout out to my man Shant. He supplied the artwork. Very talented, man. Creole lady, I got you. I got a lot of shit to send out. Yours is en route. I got you, Creole lady, and it's gonna be so sweet when you get it.
Creole lady still waiting for her one from the last show, or was it two? Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was
two.
The last one. Yeah,
I think it was two, but I got it. It's ready to go. I promise everybody. But this time we didn't pick the same one.
Yeah. No winners today, unfortunately.
No wieners today.
Man, no wieners, fool. One thing we're gonna do, we'll probably put it in Jericho's community tab. Is we're gonna allow you guys to vote on maybe which guests you want us to get on. So let you guys decide too in the future. Because we want to get everybody else engaged as much as possible too. So we're going to be doing that. Yeah. So anyways, though, real quick. So what I would advise you guys to do is you guys can follow my Gian page. Only my Gian page is still a little stagnant because I'm working on so much stuff right now that it's difficult to kind of get back to that and get things going very consistently. But once I get all this other stuff up and going, so my Facts Only stuff is kind of going right now. And I have a couple of other pages and social media networks that a lot of things I'm working on basically. Once that stuff is kind of taken care of, then my Gian page will be up and running again and rebranded. So you can follow that one. But Facts Only, if you guys really want to kind of stay up to date with stuff that's from me, my Facts Only page, which is down in the description, I have both Instagram and YouTube. Follow that one. That would be my best advice to you. You're going to get stuff pretty much every day and consistently. So do that right now. And if you don't, I'm going to be so sad.
Hey, you look such a dick.
Yeah. I mean, like, you fucking dick. Remember when you said you're going to follow me? You did.
Fucking dick. You're a dick.
You're the biggest dick I've ever seen in my life, honestly.
I've seen a lot of dicks. You're the biggest.
Yeah, I've seen probably more than Pete Buttigieg, but I swear to God,
no one's seen that many dicks.
yeah, no,
that is a falsehood.
Actually, I don't know. It's between him and Scott Wiener. Scott Wiener's seen a lot of wiener.
Well, if it's in the name,
yeah,
then you've definitely seen the most wieners.
He's the fucking king of cock.
Yeah, if you want to know where perverted weird legislation comes from, it comes from the mind of Anthony Weiner
and Scott Wiener, both Wieners.
Scott Wiener, yeah, both East Coast and the West Coast Wieners. That's where it comes from. Fucking pieces of shit. So tomorrow, it's Friday, so I'll be doing a live stream on my YouTube channel. So make sure all of you folks are there. It'll kick off at 1:05 p.m. So be on the lookout for that. Instagram at JG Talk. Check that shit out. It gets wild over there too. And when we get out of here, I'm about to upload 2 videos. So we have some more content coming from me tonight. I thank you, Gian, number 12 in the books.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being here. As always, you were great. I was great. So we were great. And you were great. We were great. Gian and I. That means all of us, we were great, if that makes sense. Thank you for being here. Your comments, your questions, your generosity. Did we get them all? Make sure we got them all before we get up out of here. Oh, hold up. Damn.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, we did. I think we got like 2 more, right?
No. There's, okay, got that one. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
Geez, man, we were all up in it. LAPD SWAT 1. I see you, player. Thank you for being here. LAPD SWAT 1, thank you. It says, how do you think the soy platoons would stack up against CCP and Spetsnaz units? Well, the Spetsnaz, those dudes are special ops. So I think they would give anybody a headache. But as long as we remove the pussification from our military, we'll be able to take them out. But right now, with all this bullshit, I wouldn't want us to fuck with anybody. Because maybe it's not as bad as we think. Maybe we're just seeing that really bad shit that's kind of bubbling to the surface. Maybe our fighting force is still exactly that, a fighting force that's not to be fucked with. But if this continues, no, we couldn't beat our way out of a wet paper bag with fucking scissors in our hands, man. So
yeah, I know people.
We're fucked.
I know people in the military and the Marines, and they're Marines, they're military. The issue is our military has also been infiltrated too, though. So if you're talking about CCP and all that, right? Like their military is not what. Yeah,
Russia and China, they don't play that shit. Yeah. Russia and China, and what's it? Chechnya. In Russia, homosexuality is punishable by death. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they don't play that shit at all. So if it continues, yeah, we're fucked. We'll be an expensive paperweight, basically all of our equipment. So I hope it doesn't continue, because if our military fails, you know what it's about to be for us. Creole lady, thank you, Miss. And Nate's memes again. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Nate's meme says, just round them up and send them to China. Let Xi have them. If you're referring to our government, Xi already has them. He has all five of his communist fingers firmly up their asses. Yeah, I think he already has them. Can we get him back? That's the question. And Nate's memes again, thank you. He says, have you seen the drunk president skit, Mad TV? I don't know. I used to watch Mad TV all the time. I don't remember that one.
Religiously at Saturday night.
Yeah, that was way funnier than SNL.
Never watched
but I do remember the Kenny Rogers skits where Kenny Rogers was all fucked. I'm Kenny Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was hilarious. And Miss Swan, he looked like a man. Oh, how many
Miss
groups
Swan,
come out?
legend. And
Actually,
what was the other? Stewart.
No.
Yeah. Stop.
Actually, you can't make fun of those groups. People with special needs.
Yeah, well,
They're
whatever.
they're probably laughing the hardest. Heidi Booth, girl, good to see you. Heidi Booth, appreciate you. She says, I'm sorry late to the show. Love you, JG. Don't worry about it. It's water under the bridge. The important thing is, Heidi, you are here now.
Listen, Heidi, just so you know, I was late to my own show as well. So you're not alone there.
Everybody gets a pass today, and more generosity from Heidi. Heidi, take us home with something we can. Oh, never mind. Hold on. She keeps them coming. Thank you for this one. It looks like you got one more to go, and this we can all get behind. She says Sloppy Joe's stocking stuffers depend. I guarantee you there is a linen closet in the White House that is full floor to ceiling of depends because that man shits himself constantly. I wouldn't be at all surprised if you look at two largest shareholders of Depends is BlackRock and the Biden family. Because that fool is constantly shitting his pants. Constantly shitting the country. This son of a bitch. All right, man. We about to get up out of here. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging with us. Great numbers all the way through. Now you guys do us a favor and enjoy the baddest outro on the YouTubes. Peace.
Yeah.